It's time for conversation with the big guy, pal.
Wake up. It's feeding time.
Welcome to Conversation with the Big Guy. I am the big guy, Ryback, and I'm sitting here with the one and only Phoenix Marie.
It's me.
How are you doing today?
I'm doing awesome. I've been working today in a normal job, doing normal things, like a normal person.
Little working girl, you, huh?
I am. See, you can't say working girl because then they think it's automatically like me sucking dick.
Such a pretty woman.
Oh, jeez.
Wink, wink. How are you handling the time change? Has full-blown depression set in when it gets darker earlier?
Is it not crazy that I was cool sculpting today and I saw a patient? It was like 2 procedures, so one before lunch, one after. Come outside after we're done, and he looks outside and he goes, "Holy shit, it's already dark." I'm like,
Yeah.
"No, that's like it's like a time warp almost. It's crazy."
It's because it gets dark here now at 4 something. I think.
Yeah.
It's
Before
definitely
22.
before 5.
Yeah.
And it's where it's usually sunlight out for quite a while in Vegas.
Yeah.
It's like I just noticed that it feels like the day's over, but there's so much time left for activities and so many things.
Activities, huh? What kind of activity? You said that with a big kid smile on your face.
I was just being, mean.
But it makes it so bad things can happen earlier.
But yeah, it's a good point. But then you're not as productive either if you're doing the bad things earlier, because then you
you just
relax
wanna
for
get
a
a
while
sandwich and go to sleep?
and then you pass out. Then you wake up at 11, and then you just go right back to bed or watch TV.
Oh, yeah, TV, That's what we're watching.
The speaking of pretty woman, I had Cox Cable come out today, which is the name of the cable company.
Nice.
Out here. They gave me the new DVR unit. I was having some problems. I've had my phone hasn't worked for a year. My home phone. Mm-hmm. And you pay, cable's really expensive now, by the way. Have you?
Like $250 almost a month?
I pay $250, $260 a month for phone, cable, and internet, which I have the highest internet because I have all the things pulling from it and the different things. And I've had it upgraded 10 different times, and it was never enough. Finally, the internet is pretty secure now. And, but cable alone is way more than I ever remember it being.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
It's definitely
remember it used to be $100, and that was a lot for our parents.
$99 or something. Or
Yeah,
you can sometimes
exactly.
get it for $79.99.
Yeah.
It's well into the hundreds now.
And then you have a landline that you never use, and you're just like, why?
Do you think anybody uses landline phones anymore?
Old people.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the only people I can think of.
I've back when it was working. Now it's working.
Oh, I'm looking at yours right now on the kitchen counter.
I should just be on the phone during the show. If I needed to use my phone for something, because it used to be I couldn't get on the internet with my phone if I was on the phone, which now you can.
Right.
But I would make if I had to call a doctor's office or something, I would do it on that, and then I could have my phone handy, and then just playing on social media during that period.
Oh yeah, the only time. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, seriously.
I swear, no.
But other than that, no, they came out and got me all hooked up, got my phone working again. We thought little guy had chewed up the phone cord because the phone, but it turned out that when they came out before the last time, they put a different modem in by my computer and didn't have the proper outlet or the attachment for the phone line. The fax was plugged in and the phone was unplugged. So he got that all fixed today and all ready to go. So, but what's going on with you? Nobody wants to hear about Cox Cable.
They want to hear about Cox. Normally going inside of me, but that's not happening anymore. So I was supposed to work Friday, Saturday, Monday, and today. This is my last scenes.
Wait, by the way, every week you're
no.
It's just
It was my last
your
scene.
retirement week every week, and then you're back at it the following week.
I am not. I told you the 17th.
I look at your
I start
Instagram.
school.
Oh, Phoenix is back at it.
No, I told you the 17th is my school dates. And
There's 7 Cox going in Phoenix today.
It has never been 7. It's been 3 in one day. That was hot. And then I went home and
So I'm not that far off.
No.
It's not that far. Not that far of
7
a stretch.
That's a stretch. Oh, Jesus. I can't even with you. Fuck. Okay.
It's what I live for. Is just
Get her.
Yeah.
No, but I canceled Friday, because it's supposed to be an anal day and I just didn't want to do anal. Then Saturday, it was like I just didn't want to drive to LA. So I didn't do Saturday, though I was going to be working with Piper and I love her. And I apologize. And it was like, I wasn't feeling myself. I didn't want to drive to LA for one scene. And then Monday, I canceled. And then they tried to rebook it for tomorrow. And I was like, I'm sorry, I'm done.
Can I ask you a question on that now? Because you have various sources of income now. Mm-hmm. Does that play a part now with you, how you feel about, like, I always tell people it's good to have multiple sources of income so you're not reliant on just the one thing.
Right.
Whereas if that was your lone source of income, you would be more prone to have to take things sometimes. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, 100%.
So do you contribute some of that? Like you have like this different job and you do these different things where you like, it gives you more power to say no.
Yeah, and that's it. Like you said, if you don't have multiple sources, then it's like whatever's feeding you, you have to go and do.
Yeah.
And I've never done a scene I didn't want to do, but then there were times where I was like, I could have done a better scene.
Could have fooled me.
Slut.
No.
But I've always been like, okay, I do what I want. And when you have to take a job, it kind of doesn't feel like, well, yeah, I have to do this because I need to pay my rent. Well, now it's like, I don't fucking need to do anything I don't want. I got money and I'm good. So, I don't want to do it.
Yeah. So the retirement tour goes one more week.
No, I'm done.
Wait, you're just
I canceled it.
You're not going to go out with a bang. You're not.
I didn't even get sex. Can you believe that? I canceled all my scenes.
So I feel like we're going to be sitting here next week, and you're going to be talking about you decided to do another scene.
Nope.
You're not doing. Okay, are you going to make the? Is this the announcement? You're
No. We're not saying that R word. I'm just not doing scenes anymore.
No. So okay, we're not going to say retirement.
Right.
But which is you're taking a break.
It's Phoenix is in school starting the 17th.
Yeah.
And school doesn't end until May.
With the Buffalo Wild Wings chick we talked about in the past in the archives.
Our hot chick.
Yeah. We have to go see her again sometime.
Yes, I know. Be like, hello, little girl. We'll bring your little roommate, which we'll talk about later.
I'm sure she would love to go to Buffalo Wild Wings. They have good, healthy grilled chicken.
I want to watch her suck on some wings.
Jesus, Felix.
What?
You are a predator in a female body. You know
I am.
that?
Oh, hell yeah. That's the best part is I get away with this shit. You don't.
Yeah, no, trust me, I know. Yeah,
They'd be like, you're bad, you're a Weinstein. And you're like, no,
yeah,
I'm not.
you have someone screaming that these days. Jesus.
Yeah. Oh, my God. What do you think about all that?
Oh, I haven't paid attention since it first broke. It's just like that stuff's all been going on, I'm sure, for a long time.
Fuck yeah, everyone. You want to come up, bitch, you're thirsty. Here's some water.
We live in a crazy world. So it's just everything gets exposed these days. And I'm not saying I don't know enough to comment as far as like what happened, what didn't happen.
Right.
I don't know how much they can prove, how much they can't prove, but it seems like there's
enough evidence.
There's an overwhelming amount, it feels like, right?
But it's like, oh, well, because you had 5 people say they did it to him, didn't they all get roles? Didn't they all get some kind of something?
Yeah.
So you knew why you were sucking his dick, and you
and
did.
I believe there are some that have like they.
Oh yeah, they knew it.
That's the deal.
Yeah.
Like, that was what he was. You do this for me, and you're going to be highlighted in this and famous.
Yeah, and you wanted the fame, so you sucked the dick.
Yeah, that's a tough like.
I feel no, because it's like there's a big difference between I was raped. If you were raped, you would immediately feel like you were less than as a person.
Yeah,
You'd feel
well,
violated.
that's definitely not what it is, though, right?
Yeah.
That's not. It was never. These were all like arrangements, essentially.
Yeah,
right?
and they were saying, but they're saying it's rape.
Oh, is that what they're trying to do?
Oh yeah, they're saying they were raped.
Well, he's using his power to
Yeah.
get something, but they're the ones making that. And I can equate that to like in WWE, that if Vince, you need to do this okay, and then like years later, well, like he made me like no, I chose to do that to get this. You know what I mean?
This opportunity to wrestle in WrestleMania.
And that's just a fucking example, guys.
Yeah.
Jesus. There's
So
people
what
out
he's
there
saying is he sucked Vince McMahon's dick. I like it.
No, clearly I didn't. If you've watched my WWE career, I clearly didn't.
Yeah, you just help Triple H a little bit, huh? Mr. Hunter Helmsley.
Jesus, Phoenix, what's wrong with you?
I just totally got an image in my head. It was awesome.
I'm sure you do. That's all you do is have images of your
I know.
head.
I'm like, you sucking a dick, maybe? No? Okay.
What's wrong with you?
So, about what happened with your week?
Just
I already took a shot. I took a
drink
shot.
your fucking root beer. You did your shot. Clearly you did. No, great week. I'm going in tomorrow for the MRI, and which I need to say. So I was supposed to go to Belgium this week,
right?
And this podcast airs on Monday. It comes out the Thanksgiving week, And I wasn't necessarily thrilled about having to do the long plane ride to Frankfurt, Germany, and then connecting to Belgium. And I sent a message last week to the promoter, and because everything's all been squared away and everything, and just asking for details like hotel stuff, who's picking me up and whatnot. And then 2 days before the show, they canceled, and not canceled the show, but they were not bringing me out, and unfortunately, it just sucks. This is only the second time this has happened, but it's on international bookings, where so we get a deposit, and the part of the problem on this is it wasn't a big enough of a deposit to protect this from happening. And I don't know enough about this promotion or the people there, but the fact that they never responded to the email afterwards, cancel it on me. They canceled the flight. So in their minds, they're cool losing the deposit because they're going to promote me all the way up through the show. And unfortunately, people that go there, they will buy tickets and go to the show, and people that come to see me in Belgium, and they will just keep the money rather than what they would have paid me for the booking fee and everything, and cancel all that. They're still advertising me, which I asked them to remove everything immediately and make an announcement. They chose not to.
Of course.
And it's just one of those deals that's like the shitty side of pro wrestling. And
they waited for you to post it on your Instagram and let all your followers know.
I made no post about it.
I bet you did post.
No, I made a post about promoting the show.
Exactly.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
they
but
waited till that was already up, and then said, "Oh, we're not bringing you out."
And then we're not bringing you out, and it's just there's nothing. What can you do about it other than the only way to protect that from happening is having a better deposit in there on where we have enough skin in the game where they don't want to take that loss on that, and because they end up now will make more money on their show by not bringing me in because they're advertising me there. But what happens is it ends up damaging their reputation on that because they're saying they're bringing somebody in. And I told them you need to make an honest announcement that you guys are the ones that canceled this.
Yeah.
But they're in Belgium. Who knows what they're going to say to like Ryback chose not to come or this and that.
Why don't you do take a picture of that like poster and put like that little fake stamp canceled by promoter over the top and then repost on your Instagram?
That's not a bad idea. I probably will do that. I'll do that tomorrow actually.
Yeah.
Thank you for the idea. I'll send that to my graphic guy.
Yeah, because it'd be cool.
Because I didn't want to do I didn't want to post. I took the picture down. I didn't want to put the picture back up and saying because I didn't want to promote the show anymore or anything.
Yeah.
And I was just like, it's just a really shitty. It's unfortunate this stuff happens, but in all fairness, and I'm sorry to the people in Belgium that came out by the time this podcast comes. That was not my call, and there's nothing I can do about it. But Big Guy's had a great week in the stock market, so I'm not upset at all. Big Daddy's happy to be home.
Nice.
So I look at it was like, it's a paid week off. Actually, the way is the only positive way to look at it. So. And
since you had your week off, you helped your new roommate move in.
I did have a brand new roommate. I moved in. Landlord. The big guy's a landlord now.
Big Daddy Landlord.
Big Daddy Landlord.
Oh, Jesus.
I told you we were sitting here talking I told you I love making money and again having different revenue streams and things and it's like the rent money that I collect now professionally.
Professionally,
it goes right.
Do you feel like a dirty hooker when she hands you the cash?
No, we do everything through PayPal.
Oh,
so you
don't want to touch
We're
money?
not fucking cash. Jesus.
All right, cash is sexy.
Give
me that money, bitch.
Yeah. That's not maybe I can.
And then you don't have to reclaim it. I'm just saying.
No, we claim everything, Phoenix. That's not. We're professional on this podcast. Everything
Okay.
is professional here, as you know.
Catch me if you can.
But I like because I'm on the search for a new condo now. I have my real estate girl on the hunt in the area that I want, and she's sending out letters to properties that I want, and we're gonna try to get something going on that end now. I got my earnest money back from that last one, which I told you that North American Financial, the lender.
Fuck them.
Yeah, they were horrible. The most unprofessional people. The woman that I was supposed to be dealing with passed me off to her son because unfortunately, her daughter got shot at the Route 91
Oh, no.
thing.
Sorry to hear that.
No, yeah. So, but she's still working, but I inquired about my getting the house. I had to get the condo appraised and pay the the inspection fee, which was just under $1,000. And her son fucked up, her dipshit son, who's probably not as good as her, but whatever. And I couldn't get the place as an investment property from day one, but everything was because he didn't do his job. Yeah. And then I pay all this stuff. And then 2 days before, they're like, well, we need you to get someone to sign, and you got to co-sign for it because you can't get it as an investment property because of the HOA. It needs to be a secondary place. You can't get it as a primary residence because you have your house and it's too close to your house. So they're like, can your mom sign for it? And you sign for your mom? And I go, no. I go, this is my, that's not.
This is my stuff.
This is an investment property. And they were all like, well, you're not working with us. I go, no, you're not working with me. And then I emailed her an email like, can you explain to me everything going on so I can understand it and this and that? She just ignored me and ignored me. So then I got her number and then I called her twice, straight to voicemail. And then I get a text message from her. You don't know who you're dealing with. And I'm just like, what is going on right now? Like, who talks like?
Yeah, that's.
And then I went and found her picture on Facebook and saw what she looked like, and then I realized
was it an elderly woman.
I'll show it to you after the show, and you'll see. Like it just everything made sense after that. Yeah, you can always tell a lot by looking at somebody's picture. I feel.
What would you say about mine then?
The what?
If you saw my picture, what would you say?
It depends which one.
Jesus.
It depends. There's so many different situations that could be placed in.
Many faces of Phoenix.
The many faces of Phoenix.
Many
angles of Phoenix, too.
Sometimes I look really fluffy. Sometimes I look really fit. It depends.
What are you right now? You're fit right now, right?
No, I'm fluffy again.
No, I've seen you fluffier. My roommate described herself as fluffy, by the way.
She's copying my fucking swag.
Yeah.
Oh, hell no.
You're going to love her.
She's trying to be me? I'll kill her. I'm just kidding. I'm not going to kill you.
That's the ghetto thug Phoenix coming out from Sweet Phoenix.
I'm so sweet.
As she takes her medicine. Take your medicine.
Smother her in the pillow.
Take your medicine with your shot of tequila, Phoenix.
It's all gone anymore.
Yeah. We'll get you more at the break.
All right, fine.
Back to the roommate. I got the condo thing, and I was like, I got this nice house, and I was like, I wouldn't mind the dogs when I'm gone on the weekends, and the dogs are sometimes here, and having somebody here, and because I'm gone a lot throughout the day and stuff, and it's. But I was like, I'm very picky on. I didn't want to just move anybody in,
right.
But I'm not gonna lie, having a hot roommate live with you is pretty cool.
And she's older than you.
Yeah, she's 44.
So
she looks phenomenal.
Kind of cougar-y. You like that? Mommy knows best.
Yeah, is that what it is?
Huh?
But I mean, Big Daddy kind of has his shit together, so it's.
All right, well, I didn't say it wasn't worth a challenge. I'm just saying she might be better than you.
No, but I'm very professional, so that's what we and her we hung out a bit to get to know her, and there's obvious sexual tension because.
So we're gonna fuck up our landlord situation.
No, not at all. Did
we sign?
I'm very open. I talk about things on the show.
Renters agreement was signed.
I didn't sign the renters. I got the renters agreement and everything signed. She got a PO box.
Okay.
I've done everything by the book so far, and we're gonna try to keep it that way.
And you're home this weekend?
I'm home this weekend. My booking got canceled.
Yeah. So what are you gonna do?
A lot of time at home. It's so dark so early.
I know. Mischief must be afoot.
No, I've already been. And we had a couple drinks the other night and shot
By
the
a couple, how many?
Literally two.
Okay.
Yeah, and I was more than professional, and so was she. So it's you don't necessarily, and you could talk about it, but that's a weird thing, and you don't want to cross that line, because it could then.
It's like the podcast.
Then I bring a woman over, and then there's fucking cat fight over me.
And then you're like, oh my God, they're naked. Oh my God, Phoenix has her in a headlock.
And then before I know it, I have two women living here.
And you poor baby, now you started your harem. Oh, poor Ryback, he doesn't know what to do.
And then I got to move in a third to balance out the other two, and it's just, what's going on? I convert my massage room to another bedroom.
Well, you have to always have an odd number. You know that, right? You can't have evens.
Is that what the deal is?
Yeah, no.
Well,
okay, so
7.
7, yeah, exactly. You did
number.
perfect. But if you have 2, then they feel like they're fighting each other. If there's 3, then they don't know who's the bottom bitch. And they're always conspiring against you.
Each one of their heads are the top one.
Yeah, and then it's cute.
So is that the thing? You think they all... But if it's just roommates, does that apply to just roommates?
Yeah.
No strings attached.
Yeah,
roommates.
because I
Is that
guarantee
the-
the strings are definitely going to be attached eventually. Your string's going to find a hole, and it's going to be attached. Oh, Jesus. I'm going to... this is
No,
gonna
no,
be
no.
bad.
It's.
Okay, we'll see. I mean, she'll be here eventually.
I'm very professional with it. The money goes straight into my stocks or into a savings. So I'm using the money wisely, and I look at it and she needed a place to stay. She was went through a bad breakup and everything. So it's people helping people.
Yeah.
But she's a good looking person. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, I remember the picture you showed me last week. She was pretty hot.
She's like a cool girl. She's from Louisiana, like Dallas. She's
Does she have an accent?
Yeah, you will love.
Oh, no.
Like, total Southern girl. Like you'll.
Ryback's about to lose a roommate to me.
You can move into the other one, Phoenix.
He keeps promising these things. I mean, who knows? It might be looking.
Where are you living out here? You have
Summerlin, my own place.
You have your own place,
Yeah,
so always room for more here.
Right, exactly. It's easier if I could just wake up and do the podcast.
Yeah, like we got the podcast and everything, and we're actually working on. I got the backdrop. We're going to be doing a live video every week for YouTube and on Instagram Live. Getting some of your fucking followers to listen to the show.
I know they're like, you didn't like WWE.
Nobody
I'm like,
even knows.
what the fuck?
Nobody knows that you're doing this. You need to be promoting this.
I am promoting.
You need to be. Do you have a premium Snapchat?
I do.
You need to promote it on that too. When you when they're like
Show my tits and put conversations with the big guy.
they're just plugging on everything. Guys, listen to my podcast, Conversation with the Big Guy on iTunes.
All right, one more shot and then I'll get naked and we'll do this.
The what?
And one more shot of tequila and then I'll get naked and I'll start doing my.
That's all it takes
stuff.
is just one more shot.
Yeah.
While we're doing the show, you're doing naked like things.
I was thinking about it. I was gonna send a picture of my vagina to somebody, and I'm all, it'd be really weird if I got naked in front of Ryback. I'm all, I don't know if he know how to take that.
I wouldn't
He's
give a
never seen
shit.
me
I don't
naked.
even like. Well,
In
I know.
person.
I have, but
But not in person.
Your tits are out every other week here.
They're not out. They're like side
halfway
boob.
out.
It's a
Yeah.
tease. You know.
I'm not really fazed by anything, Phoenix. So, I'm a grown man. I'm 36 now. I celebrated a birthday last week.
Yes. How was your birthday celebration?
Oh, shitty. I went to Hooters by myself.
Aw, babe.
Well, I was in.
Did you get me anything from Kansas City?
Oh my! So that Comic Con, no, because this Comic Con was the absolute worst Comic Con I have ever.
No.
I got there. This was a last minute thing with the promoter. They wanted to promote the wrestling show at it, and I don't know if the weekend. I think the weekend was busier for the Comic Con, but this was a Friday. They had advertised from like 2 to 6, and it was set up like the week before. And we get there. MVP was there with me, and we like walk into it, and nobody's there. Like, and I'm talking the whole
arena's
and
empty.
like there's all these empty tables, and like you see the banners of people that are gonna be there,
Right.
and nobody's at them. And then like there's some people in the middle, but there's like no people really. There's stragglers.
Yeah,
like,
I know what you mean.
And like I've been to, if you've ever been to any Comic Cons,
yeah,
I've seen how busy these things.
I signed at a couple.
I've been to I think 3 that have been pretty solid. Like, and I've done the San Diego Comic Con. That one's just ridiculous.
Ginormous. I love that.
And this was, I was just like, oh man, like I go, does people know this is in town, like going on? And they go, well, Wizard World was just here last week. And
Wizard Con's pretty busy.
They go, the market's kind of oversaturated here. And I'm like, why? They're doing like 3 cons back to back weeks. But whatever. The big issue was it was a Friday from 2 to 6.
Yeah, no, that people are at work.
Yeah. But we didn't, either way, it was just, we stayed for a couple hours and there was some people came, but not like, was nothing. I was just like, oh, happy birthday, big guy.
Aww.
Yeah. So that was,
I was hoping for drunken nudes and I got none. Of the girls you were banging, not you. Don't worry.
oh, yeah. No, but it was, and not to say that I hope they had a better weekend at it than it was on a Friday. Like, but it was, I'm not going to lie, it was the worst Comic Con I've ever seen as far as attendance, but it was also Friday afternoon and in Kansas City. So, and I know that's
that's my
that's
team.
your jam,
I
so.
didn't see, I got pictures of Kansas City pumpkins, which I thought were awesome.
That was at the hotel. Yeah, I should have just stole one of those for you.
Yeah. Did you at least steal some beads for me? Anything?
I don't steal anything. I'm sorry.
Oh, jeez. It's
it's
accommodating.
I do owe you. I will get you something though. I'll just order it on Amazon like I do everything else.
He's all, no, babe, it's somewhere upstairs. You left before I could give it to you. Oh, look, it came today in Amazon.
I couldn't get out of that con. I didn't want to walk around. I was like this. I just want to leave.
Yeah.
And I want Hooters. And I
And
went
you
to-
want Hooters? Oh, good to know.
yeah. I went and fed myself some Hooters, which I don't know if have you heard the Hooters birthday song?
No.
It's so there was an 8-year-old who was celebrating a birthday, and I live vicariously through him. And it's all the Hooters girls, and then this was in Kansas City, and they had a good looking group of women in there. 'Cause some Hooters are hit or miss, depending on.
right.
And this 8-year-old boy is like surrounded by these beautiful women, and they're like, you stick your left wing in, you stick your left wing out, you stick your right wing in, and you shake it all about. And then they're like shaking their tits in this little 8-year-old's face.
He is so happy.
And then I don't know what they called their ass. It was wing. It wasn't leg. You stick your left leg in, you stick your left leg out, you like right leg in, then you shake it all, shaking their ass, and like this is going on. And you stick your name tag in, so it's just going back from their tits to their ass, their tits to their ass, and the song goes on for a ridiculously long time. And I'm just sitting there, and I'm enjoying the entire thing.
Of course.
I don't even.
You're a
never mind.
36-year-old man
To
now.
me, they're singing to the big guy right now. And then this man and woman are eating dinner in there, and the guy goes, "For God's sake, he's only 8 years old." And the wife, she's, "I know." And they're in complete shock. And I look around, and like a lot of people are like very disturbed by this.
Yeah.
And then there's some drunken, 8-year-old's never gonna forget this.
Yeah.
And I'm just thinking, like, I was like, yeah, he is only 8, but he needs to learn about this stuff at some point.
When did you learn about titties?
Just during that song.
Okay. Right. Fuck off. That was not the case.
Told you I was living vicariously through the
Right?
8-year-old
You're like,
boy.
come on, little boy. Get your titties shaking in your face for me.
No, but he was having a good time. I just never had heard the Hooters birthday song. I don't know.
I have never
I'm
heard
sure Zigman, Dolph Ziggler's heard it a time or two.
Well, I'm just laughing at how well you did it yourself. I wish I would have Snapchat live that shit.
I paid attention for enough of the song.
Mm-hmm.
The name tag was the one that really got me.
Because they're all the way bent over in the little
But
kid's face.
they're just figuring out clever ways to get their tits and their ass in his face. It starts off with the wing and the leg, like chicken wings.
Cute.
So friendly. But then there's their name tags, and they're just fucking, and then they're grinding on the kid and giving him lap dances, and you're just like, holy shit.
Dolph, if you've been to these places, I have to hear about it. Please put it on your live story.
You just want him to shoot you a message? Is that what you're
No,
trying
I
to
saw on the live story. It's live.
No,
Oh my
you're allowed.
God.
You can go have sex with Zigman.
I am not.
You
Isn't
won't
he
be
like
able-
married or something?
No. Zigman? Hell no.
Oh, geez.
Diva Slayer.
Oh, Diva Slayer.
Woman Slayer.
Oh, he's a slut.
Huh?
He's a
no,
slut?
no, he's a good human being.
Oh, he's a slut. Okay.
No,
Very
no,
good.
I was joking because it's
was
funny.
joking.
I always called him a diva though because of his hair, but
Oh.
he's one of my best friends. Somebody will try to find a way to Ryback shit talk Ziggler.
Oh my God! I hope they do. Just to see
They
what
just
happens.
agree, and then they'll just
Yeah.
take the small sound clip of me just shit talking him, and then I'll get a text from him. Big guy, what's going on?
So
No.
did you and Phoenix talk some shit about me? You're like, no, Phoenix called you a slut.
The
That's
world
all.
we live in. No, but I will say I wrestled for Imperial Wrestling Revolution the following night,
Mm-hmm.
and I got to wrestle Jeff Cobb, who's
Why is that name familiar?
they're actually him and his girlfriend are gonna be moving out here, I believe, in January. He was, I believe, and I don't want to get this wrong, but an Olympic wrestler.
Maybe that's. I'm all like, name's
and-
familiar.
He's a little badass, man. He's a big badass. But we got to go out and have a nice little matchup for Imperial Wrestling Revolution. It was a lot of fun, and I was like,
Did you kick his butt?
big guy won.
Okay.
Yeah, Ryback Regeneration continues.
Okay, just saying.
8-0, I believe, on the Regeneration tour. But no, he was Phoenix is fucking fake, by the way. It's all
What?
It's so fucking fake.
It is not fake.
It's like you can't. It's not even worth trying to protect anymore because it's been exposed so much. But when you're out there, you don't do that. But when I talk about it on the podcast, because everybody else does, including WWE, it's like, oh, it's fake.
Do they really?
They do it on more. They've done it in numerous ways, and it's fine. Or it's not fine. It's just it's just a different period. I don't know. Everybody knows everything about everything now.
Yeah, there's no
or they
secrets.
think they do anyways.
Yeah.
But there was good comparisons on this actually with somebody like, and I don't give away the secrets. I just say it's fake. Everyone knows magic's fake, but but you don't see magicians. So if you David Copperfield here in Vegas, or Chris Angel. Have you fucked him?
No.
Oh, okay, just checking.
Wow.
It's more closer to our age group. So
He's so thin.
Yeah.
I need a man.
I did a segment with him. He's a mind freak though. He can mind fuck the hell out of you probably.
Good luck. There's too many personas in here to
Yeah,
fuck with.
it's going to take him decades to get through them all.
Exactly.
No, but like a magician doesn't, before he goes out and does all his big magic for a Las Vegas crowd, his big magic tricks, they don't show a video of like showing how all the tricks are done and exposing them all, because then nobody would give a shit about the tricks, right?
Right.
That's kind of what's happened with wrestling. They've given away all the secrets of like.
Yeah, because the girls are doing the diva show, so it's like
just
who like each other,
in more ways than one, and then they're taking pictures with each other backstage, and like it's one thing to like ride together, but like when you're like doing selfies together, just blatantly exposing the business, and like that is just, it just happens so much now, and it's just like, don't remind them any more than you have to.
Right.
It's like, it's fake. We all know it's fake. We're all fucking kids. Let the kids enjoy it for what it is. And that's what it's meant for.
Athleticism in a show.
But it's like, my thing is it's fake. It's always been fake. It's always going to be fake. The one thing that always attracted men and women to wrestling, to watching it, is the stories and the characters.
Yeah.
And if you don't have that, and then you've really, nobody gives a shit about the fake fighting. Because it's fake. Everyone would rather watch real fighting.
Yeah, you're right.
But if you have a good story and a good character, you
get sucked in.
You will overlook the fake fighting because you're invested in the character and the story.
Yeah.
It's a very simple element.
Did you get lines like given to you, or did you have to just like, was it all improv?
Yeah, no, they were lines.
Really?
Yeah, very. And you, and a lot of time, and I didn't like them more often than not. There were some really, really bad ones, and there's some good ones sometimes. And like, but then it's really hard you'll get a page of like, especially if you have on longer promos.
Yeah.
There's sometimes multiple pages and like just like word for word, and it's just like nobody can memorize that.
How long do they give you?
Oh, I've had it changed. I had a promo on an ambulance once. I was in Vince's office 5 minutes before Raw went live. I was opening the show, going out on top of I was in the back of an ambulance. I was doing a little ambulance thing as the bad guy, and I think this was against John Cena, and I had to come. They drove me out, and then I like popped the doors open, and then I climbed on top of the ambulance and did a promo on top of the ambulance, which was a really cool.
Yeah, that's awesome.
But I had the promo during the day, which I got really late in the day, and I had it all pretty. I was comfortable with it, and then you put your little things that you want to get in there, but you stick to the format,
right?
And you try to hit as many of the things that they want you to hit in the best way possible. And if you always keep it going, and if you stray off, you get something in, and then you try to redirect it back on point. But they literally changed it like half an hour before the show. They brought me in there and changed the entire thing, ripped it all up.
Oh my God.
They're typing. Vince and the writers are going over what like the writers are trying to write as Vince is in there giving his thing. And they literally typed out like, I don't know if it was 2 or 3 pages. I think it was 3 pages of bullet points. Like, so just imagine all these bullet points. And I literally got it. And it was 10 minutes before.
You had to get in the ambulance and start.
And I'm in the ambulance with my phone light reading the thing.
Right.
And I didn't even have time. And I just looked at some of the points that I had to get to. And it was like a completely off the cuff. I just completely.
Like, if Vince fires me over this, it isn't my fault.
No, he loved it. Everything. And there were some parts that probably weren't perfect or anything. But it was like, it's live on the show. And that's the shit that goes on there sometimes. Yeah. Why that happens, nobody knows and whatnot. But you got to just adjust and you make the most of it. You try to hit the time that they give you, and like you know the overall general theme of the thing going on. But like this was completely different than the one they had. Right. So it was a little. And again, you could say, well, they're testing you. They're seeing how you're going to do on the fly in a situation and whatnot. So it's like, you just got to make the most of it and make it as believable as possible. And sometimes you'll hit a home run, and sometimes you'll be like, they might not buy it or whatnot. But it was fun. But there's some stressful moments in that shit. Like but to me I would rather do that, by the way, every single time, because real personality things will come out in that than just memorize the lines. It's like memorizing a match A to Z. It's so boring.
Yeah.
Which it's like literally you're just hurting yourself and doing like memorizing. It's like a play and you're just doing the same play over and over again. You're just like, this is boring. It's not, whereas this is why I love old school wrestling more. And I think, and people talk about wrestlers of today are better athletes, maybe because the business has evolved a little bit, but wrestlers were superior to today's guys, like the old school wrestlers, because they can go out there and act and react at a much, like they
Ric Flair, Macho Man.
And Macho Man, even from what I've heard, is was an A to Z guy on a lot of things, but who knows? And you never know. People, I'm sure they talked about some stuff, but like a lot of these guys were able to go out there and just act and react and they were having fun because you're just playing a guy punches me and then what am I going to do? Well, I'm going to sell it and then I'm going to come back. I'm going to do something, but you're not sitting there just memorizing a bunch of shit and like doing a little ballerina act for everybody. Right. And it's like, that's where those guys like, I'll take Bret Hart over anybody, whether because I'm sure Bret went out there and improvised more than he taught. And it shows, but you don't necessarily do the flips and everything because it's harder to sometimes, if you don't plan that out,
right,
it's harder to do that stuff on the fly. But like those guys were just like, I think they were superior to, because they were workers as far as they would go in there and work a match.
Yeah.
But they probably had a million times more fun than today's guys do. And it's not to say I'm sure they're like today and like a lot of matches I do, I won't just only come back on where it's like the stuff that's really fast paced where you need to kind of have an outline of that. But before that, because if you map out everything A to Z, it's so fucking boring.
Yeah.
Like I can't tell you I feel like the crowd, if you're in the ring having fun and they genuinely see you having fun, which I promise you, if you do it that way and you're being a kid, you're playing, it's like you're play fighting, but as a kid, as an adult, they will have fun with you.
Yeah.
And it's not the moves don't matter then. It's because you're having fun and they could see it. And I shouldn't say the moves don't matter, but they don't matter to the degree that people, like wrestlers, like to think they matter.
You look for the smiles, you look for the grunts, the groans, like the realism.
Yeah, and just in interactions and in your facials and just out there and having your expressions and just your mannerisms. And like, it's like, everybody loves Stone Cold. And like, he didn't do a shit ton of flips or anything like that, but he was believable. And he had fun out there, and like, it was just, he had mannerisms that made you were invested in him. The Rock, same way. Like it's not. I don't know why we're going off on this, but
because we decided to talk about life. It's good.
But the guy Jeff Cobb, man, and I don't know if I think he's 35 or 30. Yeah, 35. I think he said he was, and I was like, shit, why isn't this guy signed by WWE? Like
I have to Google him because the name is so familiar and I don't know why.
He's a thick guy. He's I don't know if he's either 5'11" or 6 feet tall, or in that neighborhood, but he's a bigger guy, but he's super strong, and he's a suplex machine, and I can't say enough good things. He was one of him and AR Fox are probably my two favorite opponent since I've left WWE.
Was he doing lucha stuff?
Yeah, he does Lucha Underground. Is it Mantanza? I'm sorry because I don't watch that. I've seen some episodes, but I don't know if I didn't know he was doing that. Mantanza, yeah. So he's I think him and his girlfriend though are moving to Vegas eventually out here. They were saying and stuff. So, but I had a great time for Imperial Wrestling Revolution. Jerry, the promoter, was top notch and. I always thought I like to talk good about the good promotions.
Yeah, you should.
There's and I never try to it's like the Belgium thing. I'm not gonna just I have my theory on what's going on because it's happened before and whatnot. But I can't prove anything. But I'd be willing to say if someone goes to that show in Belgium, I'd like to know what they say.
Right.
Because it's that kind of stuff is important. But it's one of the good promotions out there. They usually run in Oklahoma City. But we ran in Wichita, so it was. There's not a lot to do in Wichita.
Really?
No, it's. Have you ever been?
No, I've never been to Kansas City.
You're spoiled living in Vegas because there's so much. And I apologize, my voice is shit now because screaming like a dickhead feed me more.
Oh, really? Feed me more.
Yeah.
Nice. Did you see all the signs? Like I wrote that like on all of my 8x10s that I signed it.
You sent me a picture. It said "Feed me more." I didn't know if I thought you just signed it on that one.
No, I signed it on a whole bunch.
Did people make comments on it or
Some, of course.
I wonder what some are just thinking. What is feed her more?
No,
what, dicks?
feed me more, cum, dick,
Yeah.
whatever. Normally I write like, let me suck you off, have you come on my face, and then fill up my pussy, feed me more.
You really write all that on here?
Oh my God, I write stories, novels. I'm known for that. I want them to be able to jerk off on the picture.
Is that your goal with this?
Yeah.
I've never heard that said before. I don't know.
You're like, I don't know how to react to this.
This is episode 65. Are you going to make it to 69? This is...
Wow, what are you saying? I'm cut off?
No, I would never do that to you.
Damn.
You're stuck with me now.
Oh, no. Good, because I get to find out. It's like, and the saga continues. Does he fuck his roommate?
That's the only reason I'm bringing this on the show. It's kind of, this is what people, this whole show is entertainment. It's fun. We do the fitness and nutrition tips, and I got a couple more emails this week on great life stories of changes people have made, and it's really, really, to me, it's really cool.
It's amazing.
Yeah, of hearing that stuff, us just shooting the shit and having fun, and it can bring enjoyment to other people's lives, and I was like, that's a really cool feeling, and and I really look forward to growing this thing more and more. In which I told you my roommate already, but letting people in that I share the majority of the stuff that goes on in my life. And that was always the thing with WWE. Like I've said before, there's been good and bad, and I've talked about both, but I just try to tell it honestly from my perspective and let people in and on stuff going on in my life that is important to me. So, but the roommate, she has a nice backdrop that for the show, so we could start recording it. Like I said, for your Instagram, and then on YouTube, putting it out. So, because that's big on, I think, having that people can actually see us communicating and talking.
But I will say, it's going to be really interesting to have us sitting right next to each other.
Yeah, but we're going to be on this side, on your side, actually.
Know.
And we can have a little distance where we're kind of angled at each other.
Okay.
That way...
So, footsies?
Maybe? Is this a question mark?
We'll see how this works. We might have to stop the drinking before.
The roommate underneath the table just massaging.
Oh, no,
feet.
I was thinking a whole different thing.
I knew you were going. That's why I went that direction.
Okay, you brought the roommate in so we can keep the podcast alive.
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
Good to know. Good to know.
When things start getting stale with us, we'll bring the roommate into the...
Oh, by the way, our tech guy said no problem. He'd love to be on the podcast and help out.
Really?
So, no biggie. He said just let him know. He can't do Wednesdays or Thursdays due to his bowling commitments.
You got to be fucking kidding me.
No, he's on professional bowling thing. He's on a bowling league. That's awesome.
What's his average score?
I don't know. I didn't ask.
I want to know.
Okay.
That depends if we're going to bring him in or not.
You want me to text him? I'll ask.
You can text him right now.
I'm gonna be like, hey.
Upset he's fucking up the flow of the show. We record on Wednesdays or Thursdays.
I know. Isn't that weird?
How convenient he isn't available on those days.
Like, what is...
Tell him the big guy wants to know what your fucking average score is on the lanes. I have 2 bowling balls and bowling shoes in my closet.
Oh, really?
I just have had to take off bowling because of my stem cell procedures. I'm in my health and recovery phase.
What weight is your ball?
What's that?
What weight is your ball?
16. I go the heaviest.
Oh.
My balls are heavy.
Okay. I was just making sure.
I got 2 16-pounders sitting in there.
He explains why you're walking a little funny today.
Size 14 shoes too, Phoenix.
Oh, wow. 14, 16. At least you keep that even. Good
Yeah.
enough. So is your dick in between both those? Like
Well, that would be a world record, I believe.
Mandingo is shit.
Is it? Do you have I would think you would know that off the top of your head.
I think it's Mandingo. Largest.
No, it was a white guy in New York. I saw it was on a special on TV years ago, actually.
I actually watched that special, but
He was like so depressed. And by the way, he was the most depressed, miserable man. He like went through serious bouts of depression.
Right? Isn't that hilarious? Well, who the fuck wants a big dick?
Why did you just made a weird face on that,
Like,
Phoenix?
I was just thinking. 19 inches.
Wait, is that the white guy from New York?
No, it's a different guy.
See, we have a new winner in that category.
Hold on.
What race is he?
I think Hispanic is what it's showing.
That seems like that's like way above whatever, because that guy was like I love it we're talking about dicks on this show now. That guy was that special that you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I do because I watched it.
He was like a kind of out of shape white guy, if I remember correctly. And
Yeah, and that guy was 13.5.
this guy just fucking broke the world record by.
But it won't let me open that link, so maybe it's a fake link.
Yeah,
It's 170.
I'm gonna say
sucking.
that's. I'm gonna say that's fake just for my.
Yeah, we'll say it's fake. And nobody wants that inside them. He said it's 170. I've been sucking. I used to bowl 200.
I'd like to bowl him.
Ryback says he's challenging.
If I beat him in bowling, does he work Wednesdays and Thursdays? Then we could film that for the show.
Yes. He's going to be like, oh my God, they're talking about me. Hi, Joe. Love you. He does all of my podcasts, my not podcast, clearly.
Premium snaps?
Yes.
Yeah,
No.
you're out there whoring around on other podcasts.
I would never, baby. You're just the only one for me.
Oh, yeah, thanks.
He doesn't believe me. It's true. Damn it, you made me forget what I was going to say to him. Oh, so he does all of my Cam Soda shows that I've been doing lately.
Okay.
So he brings in lights, he brings in camera, he sets everything up, and then all I got to do is play with myself and have fun.
That's not a bad little gig. I got my YouTube guy that puts the podcast clips up. He's had some family stuff going on. He's been MIA for like the last month now. He put out a few things, but he was like, okay, I'm back now. And then he like disappeared again. So I'm hoping everything is well with him.
Yeah, that's...
Otherwise, I got to, because I guess stuff's important. I just constantly want to be putting content out and everything on that end. But my India trip, speaking of, so the unfortunate news, I'm supposed to be going to India December 2nd. We have it, the WWE canceled one of their shows in India. They were supposed to be doing 2 shows. And the India show I was on got moved back to February 10th now. So There was a death, unfortunately, I don't know if it was it wasn't the main promoter that I'm dealing with, but it was one of the other ones, like his brother or something unfortunate. And he sent me all this stuff. He didn't have to do that. Clearly something happened.
Yeah.
And it's just it happens. It's cool. So that got pushed back to February, but I'm like that because I'm using this time and we've talked about it so many times. Like when I left WWE, I was beat up, but I wasn't my intentions, it was for everything else going on, and I wasn't happy, and the communication had just fallen apart and all that, and I just needed to get away and just get out of there, and I wanted to do this other stuff, and I needed to take the time to do it because there wouldn't have been time to do it if I stayed, and other things. Creative was a small part of it, and outside projects and things, that was another part of it. And when I left, though, my body, the things, the back and shoulder that were bothering me, I thought would just get better, and it went the other direction, and I got really, fell apart, just as far as...
And you didn't stop training or anything?
No, I didn't stop anything. But what I also didn't do is, I encourage every wrestler to go do this, and especially have health insurance, and everybody in WWE, because this is something this is what a lot of guys, we don't get MRIs. Because we're afraid to know what's wrong with us. Because when you're there, you just survive a week, survive a week, survive a week. Well, before you know it, 5 years go by, 8 years go by, 10 years go by. You're in your 30s, you're in your 40s. And then your body, a lot of damage happens through weight training, through traveling, through wrestling. And I've said it time and time again, that the backpack stunner moved, fucked up my back tremendously and things. But when I left, I was like, I'm going to go get an MRI on my back and shoulder and my neck. I want to know what I did to myself. Luckily, my neck was cool. That was got out of that with my neck completely, totally cool, which I do the neck machine every week. And I'm a big believer in doing the neck machine to have strong neck muscles. And the shoulder was in just horrific condition through all the cortisone shots. In the back, I had this horrible disc degeneration and form my disc. And it was well, fuck, what do I do? I've put this off for so long. And that's why I think it's important if guys now with stem cells and everything, go find out what's wrong with you, because stem cells, you're not going to miss any time. And you can just let your body regenerate while you're still wrestling. And it's rather than wear out your disc or have different injuries happen, and then when you're 40, you go get it checked out and it's too late.
Right.
I'm very thankful and lucky. This has all worked out for me in such a this
Who
wasn't
is your stem cell guy?
Dr. Baumgartel with Nevada Spine Clinic, and I love the man. He's like I said, my back is 70% better than what it was, and I was crippled, and I'm not even making that up. Couldn't get out of bed in the morning.
Whoa.
it roll out of bed, would fall to my knees every morning. The pain, it just all snuck up out of nowhere. And I think because when I left and the adrenaline left, it was, now it's just like they always say that the wrestler's worst enemy is time off or something along those lines. And like, it's like when the adrenaline and all that goes away, and like I thought I would just heal. It was like, no, I fucked myself up really bad, but I've been able to take care of all this. And I'm like, I'm so happy because like it was in a lot of pain and I was miserable for a while. And it's, I talked to WWE today on, I had to give them a call because I was talking to one of the girls there. She just had another baby, a girl I've been friends with for a long time. And, but she's on like leave for work. So I had to call somebody else at the office. And because they gave me a Birmingham doctor that the guy, unfortunately, that fixed my ankle, that when they took out all the metal from the botched surgery, he died. He got killed in a car crash 3 years ago. And Angus McBride. And but he chose to leave one metal plate in the inside of my foot. And that there's a nerve still trapped in there. And that's my big toe doesn't work. And when all that stuff happened with WWE, with like getting fired and all that before, and like I had to fight to keep my job, and they just threw me back on the road because I was like, that was the only option. Like I'd been out a year and a half and I didn't have time to address what was still wrong with me. I had to just like, fuck it. I'm better than I was, deal with it. And like, but I lost a lot of my balance in my left leg because my strength is, my left calf and leg is 75%. My big toe doesn't go up. And I told you before, I trip sometimes and fall if I walk barefoot because I got that.
That's so crazy.
And so for me, and I was just like, I've used this year and I'm like staying busy, staying active. I got all this stuff going, blah, 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 yada, yada, yada. I was like, fuck, why don't I get my ankle fixed and like get my athletic ability back that I'd lost from this injury? And like, you know, I don't want to be 70, 75 years old and falling and like breaking a hip and like, because I didn't. And so we're looking into getting it set up to get this metal plate taken out of the inside of my foot, which is like, usually that's just getting the metal removed.
Yeah, but that's probably going to have some owies to it.
I'm going to wait and see. I got to go see the doctor, but we're getting it set up here, hopefully, where I can, because it should usually when you get that kind of stuff done, as long as everything goes right, you know, like a couple.
So is the roommate going to take you to your appointment tomorrow?
Probably. No, I'll take it. I'm not getting surgery tomorrow, Phoenix.
Okay, I'm just
look a little jealous over that. Do you want to take me to my next stem cell one and see?
Yeah, I do.
That's your perfect time to
take it out of your butt. I mean, like he's all fucked up. Go. Yes.
Ma'am, you can't be in here watching the procedure.
And be like, I want to see. I'm in school for EMT. It's fine.
The back one, I'm going to do one more back stem cell. I don't miss any time, but that's why I was like, I'm okay with a couple of the show cancellations because it gives me.
And you were saying this is a bone marrow one.
Yeah, bone marrow in the disc for my back.
How do they take it, that one?
From your hip. But it's like right above your butt, like it's like into your like hip region there on the side of your butt, kind of. They go, but you don't feel a thing. You're out. So it's because this should.
I just want to be there for the Cane's chicken.
This will get my back. Yeah, this will get my back to 100% or damn near close to it. And I'm telling you, like it's where I'm at right now. I'm cool. Yeah. Like but I want it to be. I'm not.
Might not be perfect. Fuck it.
It just gives me options later on to if I get everything healthy. I'm just turned 36 and like I have no issues anymore. It's like it's almost like it's really
like you're even better than before.
Yeah,
isn't that crazy?
But you got to use it like for whatever reason, and I have to use this time very valuable, like in a very valuable sense, because I don't know when I'm going to have this time ever again. Just with everything, and I stay busy and whatnot. So I was like. It's because being in pain isn't fun. No, it's not, and I know a lot of people that do, and it sucks. And so I'm very fortunate and thankful, and that I have this opportunity to get everything better.
Yeah,
and stuff because it was causing me. I will say I was in quite a bit of pain when I left, and that definitely didn't help me. Like I was like I got to get like it made me more irritable, if that makes sense.
Yeah, no, I get it.
Where I'm positive, I'm happy, but I was irritable, and things don't seem worth it anymore when you're hurting and stuff. So I've mellowed out a little bit. So I've noticed in the back pain, the better my back gets, it's like I mellow out a little more, because it's like you're not hurting as much. So
you're almost like you want to be frisky and playful again. Oh Jesus, little guy, right?
But other than that, I'm getting. I tell you, I showed you my kitchen backsplash.
Yes, that's amazing.
Beautiful, right?
Beautiful. Oh my God.
Thank you.
And you picked it out. I'm so impressed.
I picked out everything in this house, which I told you when I got the house built. The lady at the thing was trying to like tell me what to pick for my house, and I just said, "Ma'am, no offense, I'm going to be spending my time here." I go like, because I wanted like a dark blue carpet, and she was like trying to like, and it's a very expensive fucking carpet. But
I'm gonna go pee on it.
And the dogs have. I got my steam cleaner, which we got to go through it probably good 2 more times to really get it good. But she was she wanted to sell me on whole other color, and I just said, "Ma'am, no offense, blue is a very calming color for me. When I'm in my house, I want to be calm and comfortable. I want a nice house that's cozy." And like I had my reasons. Yeah. And she was just like, "Well, I don't think that's going to be a good blah blah blah. I don't think you should have a dark kitchen like that and blah blah blah." And then she came when the house was done. She goes, "Oh, you did a really good job with this." And I just looked at her, I go, "No shit." Like, I was just to give it back to her. Like, don't fucking let people pick their fucking house. You're an interior designer, whatever the fuck you do. Like if somebody comes to you and asks you, great. Don't force that shit on people.
Yeah, no.
Like I was happy, but I saw this backsplash, and it just matches the kitchen perfect and makes me excited I want it done before Thanksgiving.
You're like, I want to be Susie Homemaker. Are you gonna cook Thanksgiving?
I got my new roommate here, so I'm gonna have to have her over for Thanksgiving. I've always wanted to have a big get together for Thanksgiving because it's usually just me and my family.
Yeah.
I would like a crowded house because it just everyone drunk.
Who cooks?
Huh?
Who cooks?
Well, my mom. My sister always cooks, and my mom.
Yeah.
My dad's cooked too quite a bit. He makes a great green bean casserole.
Ooh, no, he's challenge here.
Wait, do you make one too?
Yeah.
What are you doing for Thanksgiving?
I don't know yet. That's why I was like, if I don't go to Riverside, I don't have any plans.
Oh, you can come over for Thanksgiving too.
I'll bring food. I'm good at food.
That would be great. What a fucking weird Thanksgiving that will be. I'll have porn star Phoenix Marie here.
Jesus.
My hot roommate. That my hot roommate that I'm the landlord to, the lord of the land, and and then my family. I should invite childhood friends I had from childhood too, just everybody over here. That would be fucking amazing. You and Amy making out halfway through after everybody leaves.
Oh, Jesus.
Guys, stop it, don't stop it.
No, suck it. I mean, wait, what?
Wait. I'm naked.
Careful, she went to the car. I think she has a strap on in there. Run, Amy, run. We'll protect you.
But are you're a big Thanksgiving fan? That's my favorite holiday.
Thanksgiving, Christmas.
Yeah, Christmas. Everyone loves Christmas.
I love food. So anything about food?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm in.
It's the one day a year just to let your hair down. Just be wild.
Oh, yes. See, I let my weave down today.
I should make milkshakes for Thanksgiving for dessert. I feel like I love milkshakes. Make milkshakes. That's offer. Well, you got to appease everybody, so I'd have to take ice cream flavors before.
Yes,
that's why everyone has all their food already. Like I'm not gonna.
If anyone wants a fucking soy vegan bullshit, I'm slapping them.
Yeah, no, we're not gonna do none of that bullshit here. Okay. We're gonna fucking.
I just came in eating an ice cream, so I'm just saying.
We'll put the cow down nicely, the turkey down nicely through proper procedures, and just do it all here. But everybody, I'm not going to come in and take over I'm not going to kill the turkey. Like as far as I'm not going to kill it, making this tremendous turkey. Everyone has their thing or ham, but I can come in. I can bring a mean fucking milkshake.
So what you're saying is you're not really a cook?
No, I cook all the time, but I these days I do mostly my fuel meals. Available
I know
on fuelmeals.com. Just gotta go with the big guy.
Go ahead, keep going.
Sorry.
No. But you keep saying you're a good cook, but I never hear you talking about the food you cook.
Well, I cook a lot of like the same food. I eat to live. I don't live to eat.
Yeah.
Did
you used to live to eat? Yeah, no, you did, right?
Yeah. That was right. Okay.
You eat to live.
Big dumb Ryback's quoting things wrong.
But seriously, I would love to see what you cook as a meal. Like if you were to cook a meal for someone other than yourself. I don't want the bland fucking rice, chicken, broccoli.
Yeah, that would I have spices and stuff. I would have to put in a little work. I would have to have a game plan going in.
That would be like the biggest hey baby. If you
I always
cook
made
dinner
food
for
for the
someone.
ex-girlfriend. I would always go get steaks and grill or seasoned steaks and do seasoned vegetables and things and what else? We'd always do something like a carb with it too and stuff. But
potatoes or bread.
Something, sweet potatoes sometimes.
Yeah.
But I have my tricks. I use the healthy butter spray and all that, the potassium salt, the sea salt. But I don't know. Like she actually made, the ex used to make. I do a great lean turkey taco salad and turkey lasagna with whole wheat.
Oh yeah, easy.
It just was so good though. It was.
I know. So you eat that bad stuff, and you keep telling me, "Oh, I eat so clean."
No, that's not bad stuff.
It is bad stuff. It's cheese. Isn't cheese
she
and
uses
whole wheat?
the low fat or fat free cheese.
Yeah, it's ricotta. Ricotta is the low fat.
She uses this was all healthy. This was a lean recipe.
Oh, fuck off on lean. No, if you're gonna you get ricotta. Like, I'm Italian. You're offending me right now. You know this, right?
You're just doing that because the people before you ate shitty. You can still do it in a healthier way. Oh, I'm Italian. You have to cook by these old-fashioned recipes that make you fat and out of shape. No, they didn't
first of all,
understand
am I
nutrition.
fat and out of shape?
Huh?
Am I fat and out of shape?
I don't know. Are you?
Wow.
You
You know what? Someone turns 36. Now he's acting all big and shit. It's cool.
Big Daddy Landlord over here. No, you look phenomenal, Phoenix.
Good fucking answer.
I didn't know you were like other girls. You need to constantly be complimented.
Oh, yes.
Sorry.
Will you please tell me that I'm cute?
You're so beautiful, Phoenix. I'm so lucky to be sitting across from you in my own home.
Damn.
No, seriously, I am, though.
Whatever. No, not really.
But yeah, no, I'm really excited for Thanksgiving. I wouldn't mind. That would be a fun little deal to have everybody over for Thanksgiving. Yeah, we should maybe try that.
I would have to cook the turkey here if your mom isn't, because my glass is broken. Did you see that?
No.
So, I cooked the turkey because I'm fucking weird and I keep cooking turkeys. It's like the third.
You're cooking turkeys before Thanksgiving?
Yes. You didn't see what I was cooking the other day in my life?
No, I didn't.
I cooked a turkey on Sunday, because I was bored. Shut up.
Is this practice to get ready for the main?
So I cooked one 2 weeks before that. I like turkey. I love turkey. It's my favorite.
Yeah, no, everyone loves turkey, but you don't
oven roasted turkey.
Go get yourself a
so
Subway turkey sandwich or something. What the fuck?
No, I want to make it. I love fresh turkey. So good. So I made a turkey again, and I decided that I was going to self-clean the oven because that's why it's an expensive oven. It should self-clean. I did the bottom. It's a 2-stack. The bottom one started at 4 o'clock. It's done by 8 o'clock. And I looked. I was like, wow, it's really clean. It's amazing. Before I went to bed, I started the top one self-clean. About midnight, I heard a pop sound. It was really weird. I'm like, why did I hear a pop noise? And I'm like, listen for Luke. Luke didn't break anything, so it's not the dog. And I went back to sleep.
Did you say fuck the dog?
No. I said, make sure Luke didn't break anything.
What'd you say after that?
And then I went back to sleep.
You said something right. You said, make sure Luke didn't break anything. Fuck the dog. I thought you just said.
No, I didn't say fuck
Wait,
the
what
dog.
did you just... we're going to go back and listen to this and you...
Yes, I did not say fuck the dog.
Are you drunk and not realizing
Oh my God.
You just said something and you just skipped it and you just... I'm hearing voices now.
Wow. I don't have bestiality. That's what I'm... It's not enough.
No, I'm not saying... No, okay.
I definitely jerked off to hentai.
Oh, wait, time out. The fact that you just took that like that for bestiality...
You said
I thought you meant
fuck the dog.
I thought you said fuck the dog full fuck the dog.
I know.
No, not fuck the dog literally.
No, I said Luke didn't break anything. Okay, we're good. So then I went to bed.
You didn't say that like that.
I did. I swear I did. Okay, whatever. We'll listen to it later.
We'll listen to it Monday when it comes out. Just so yeah.
And be like, and I was right. So then I went back to sleep. I woke up in the morning. I went and I forgot. I went to give Luke some extra food that I had for breakfast. And there's glass shattered everywhere. The whole fucking oven stove, the tempered glass popped and shattered.
Holy shit.
So I have to call KitchenAid and they come out and they'll replace it for free. Cause it's
oh, really? I wonder what that costs though, the glass.
$300 for just the glass panel.
I feel like that's somebody I knew had to get their oven glass, and I feel like that's what they said, $3 or $3.
No, it's really easy to do yourself. You just have to open it, pop it, unscrew the hinges, unlock it, and then you just take it apart.
Yeah.
We had to do it at my house, my Riverside house before, and I did it myself. But I'm like, oh, it's covered in warranty. Fuck that shit. Let someone else do it.
Absolutely.
I want to be a girl for once.
No, nothing wrong with that.
I want to fuck the repairman.
Have you ever had that happen?
No, I've never fucked anyone.
Do you think have you had to have a repairman come over that knew who you were?
Yes,
you think really
more than once. And what's really cool is I was coming upon 2 extra boxes for my cable because a family member needed a box, and so all you have to do is tell them you have a casita.
Repairman needed a box too, apparently.
Repairman watched me get something in the box for sure.
Yeah.
So he was really cool, and he's like, "Do you want me to install them?" I was like, "No, I do this." I'm like, "I got it." And he's like, "Are you sure?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And he goes, "If you have any problems, here's my personal cell number. Let me know." So then I sent him a text. I was like, hey, not really logging on, blah, 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 because the receiver, obviously, it's at a different house.
Boy.
And he goes, I got you, no worries. Fixed it. Boom. My brother and sister had cable, and we were good.
He came back and fixed it?
No, he just sent the signal from the office
Oh.
and like beamed it for me.
He didn't like send you any messages after that?
No, he was like, I hope you enjoy your cable boxes. No
He didn't know
worries.
who you were then.
Oh, no, he did. But it's a respect thing. Like, I had the guy at Sears. I need my battery charged. And he
Don't we all?
he like texted me and I was like, whoa, that's a little unprofessional. Like, I didn't ask you to text me. What the fuck? And he goes,
Oh, because they had your number from, that they can get fired for that. That's,
yeah. And I'm not going to be, but it was just like, it caught me off guard. But it was like, definitely, I knew who he knew. Like,
yeah.
And I was like, thank you so much for helping with my battery. If I need anything, I'll definitely text you. Thanks.
That's a good way to, you either don't respond to it or that.
Yeah.
Like, because then if he keeps doing it, then you can call in and like, yeah.
And it's just like, this is my real personal phone number. I don't have a burner phone. Like, don't
What's
make
a burner
me
phone?
Where girls have like hooker numbers and shit.
Really?
What was that was weird.
The roommate's home.
Oh.
The big guy had a good week in the stock market though. Concentrate, Phoenix.
Oh yes, concentrate. We're back.
Jeez. We're almost to plugs. Is it my turn for song of the week this week?
It is your turn for song of the week.
I'm gonna have to look. But I was telling you, I had a hell of a week in the stock market this week.
Yes.
I'm not upset over the.
Bitcoin's up. I heard.
I've got a fair amount in Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Litecoin. Litecoin. Is it Litecoin the proper?
Yeah.
I don't fully understand cryptocurrency. I keep trying to learn more and more about it, but it's there's definitely the blockchain technology. I feel like is what is here to stay, one way or the other. Like
right.
so, and I just think more and more companies are gonna they're gonna become involved in it, and I think so many people are involved in it already. So it's gone up a fair amount. I think it's better to get into it now than waiting. It's just put a little bit. It's like I look at it as another source of just like I have multiple piggy banks of.
Right.
Like, and that's just another form of a piggy bank. And everyone has different levels that they play at. And I always tell my buddy, JD with Iron Attitude, who does the weight belts, and he invests in the stock market too. And it's like, everybody has different numbers they play with and stuff. The key is not being attached to that money that you put in that stuff.
Right.
And then that way, but you
need at least $5,000 if you're gonna even play with anything.
Yeah, I would say, and I've always heard the number that to really start even kind of making moves and stuff, 10 is really, and obviously, you could do 15 or 20. I think 5 is a good goal for a lot of people. Yeah. That like if you just save up 20 here, 20 there, 20 here, 20 there, and start investing into the market and just keep growing it, and then eventually. You start building up your portfolio and whatnot, and it's that money becomes very powerful, especially. And then too, you there's so many different ways to go about it. The best thing I could tell people, you have to get comfortable watching your money go up and down, and the easiest way to do that is not be attached to it.
Yeah, well, it's never easy. When it goes up, you're like, yes, I got money.
No, I've had to deal with it. Like I've made mistakes, and like when you're in the stock market, you learn really quickly. Mm-hmm. And my big thing. I told you this week I finally parted way. I wished El Pollo Loco the best with their future endeavors.
Does that mean I can't eat there anymore?
No, I love their food, so I'll still constantly eat there. But investing in them, they made me a lot of money early on, but then they were being looked into for after their IPO. They people within the company supposedly bumped the stock up, and it was well above the price it should have been.
Yeah.
And it was running hot for quite a while. Then all those people sold their shares, and it crashed. And they were, I don't know whatever happened with all that, but I remember I got a letter from an attorney if I wanted to join the lawsuit or whatever. And that thing, you end up spending more on that than you're going to get back anyways. And it's just like, it's a waste of fucking time. Yeah. And I was just like, I sat on them for probably 3 years of just sitting on them. And I recouped a lot of my losses, but I finally, I was about 15 today, and I just said, fuck it. I would rather have my money working for me than just sitting in a fucking stock that has no dividends or anything like that. And I was just like, lesson learned. Don't invest in fucking chicken companies. Aww. But I love their food, and I just think they're like, they went down. They just had their earnings last a couple weeks ago, and they fucking sink. Even
That sucks.
they've done nothing but sink over the last 3 years. Like they'll be like they're $17, then they go to $15, then they go to $14, then they go to 13, then 12, then they went from like 12, 13 to fucking 10 to 9 to 10. It's like, am I just gonna keep sitting in this and like?
Because you're hoping, like,
Yeah.
they'll come out with something new. That's
Yeah, he's not gonna hit me again. I know he's not. And like they turn around
And then they hit you.
hit me with that fucking chicken wing every single time, motherfuckers.
Open your mouth. And
Yeah, no,
suck
but
on the bone.
I love their food, and I will always have a love for their food. But you learn really quickly who to invest in, who not to invest with, and that was a lesson learned. But I think we go ahead and get into a few plugs here. I'm looking at my songs. I think I'm going to go ahead and go with, since we talked about it
Oh, no.
a couple weeks ago, and I would like my listeners to hear this song. It fits. It would be a song you would pick, I feel like.
Oh, no.
But Blowjob Betty by Too Short,
Ah.
I think is the theme. Is it the classiest song? No, guys. But I just live my life. I have fun. I'm very serious at times. I'm professional at times. I have fun at times. And, Too Short, Blowjob Betty. Eddie, hit it. Go ahead, Phoenix. You start.
Onlyfans.com/Phoenix Marie and camsoda.com/Phoenix Marie.
And guys, for the fan mail for the big guy Ryback, I just got to it this week for the week, and thank you guys for sending in all the letters and some figures, and I got those all back and out to you today in the mail. The Ryback, P.O. Box 752740, Las Vegas, Nevada 89136. We got Amazon merch, the Feed Me More merch on Amazon. We have those plugs on social media, on Twitter. Just type in Feed Me More on Amazon, and we have all the different shirt designs. We now have long sleeve shirts available on Amazon with more designs coming. Feed Me More Nutrition available on Amazon, feedmemore.com. Spartan Nutrition in North Las Vegas. Wise Chiropractic in South Las Vegas. We are at Ion Nutrition in Streamwood, Illinois, and ABC Fitness in Albany, New York. Wake Up It's Feeding Time, my motivational book, available on Amazon in paperback Kindle in Audible form. Check out the new Feed Me More Nutrition workout shorts, pants, and tank tops on feedmemore.com, along with our Feed Me More goal boards available on Amazon. Fuel Meals, my personal meal prep service. Save 10% with discount code TheBigGuy, fuelmeals.com. Holosync Meditation, my personal meditation program by Bill Harris I've used for many years. The link for that is on feedmemore.com. The official Feed Me More Nutrition Facebook is at Feed Me More Nutrition, and follow us on Twitter at CWTBG. And check out Nate at Takedown Piracy, Nate at Takedown Piracy. If you have a podcast and people are taking your work and putting it up on YouTube and profiting off of you, Nate at takedownpiracy.com can help you with your problems. And that's it for me this week. We're going to go ahead and take a quick break, and we'll be right back, guys, after these messages.
I am the ultimate Ryback, and I'm here to tell you about Feed Me More Nutrition. It is the ultimate premium in sports nutrition. Wake up, unlimited energy. I take it non-stop, and I have all the unlimited energy from the gods above. My blood, my skin, the energy is pouring through my system. The big guy, all natural testosterone booster will be giving you erections to the heavens. And if you need protein builds muscles upon muscles. I'm so hungry. Premium grass-fed prebiotic enhanced whey protein isolate is what you need. Fat burn body fat with Shell Shock Extreme Fat Burner, the most powerful fat burner on the market today. Feed Me More Nutrition. Save 10% with Podcast 10. Available on feedmemore.com and Amazon.
All right, we are back. We're back. And it's time for Tips of the Week. Tips of the Week, yay! My match this week. A lot of Scott Steiner matches recently. This one, though, was Scott Hall versus Scott Steiner, WCW Thunder on YouTube. And I don't know if there's anybody in wrestling there before or after that has thrown a better punch than Scott Hall. And he threw some good ones in this match. And big fans of both these guys and their careers as performers in the ring. So check that out. Watch two men have a wrestling match. Book of the Week, 30-Second Psychology. The 50 most thought-provoking psychology theories, each explained in half a minute. And there's a lot of interesting tidbits in this book. I got that from Ty Lopez, and who's on Instagram, one of the few guys that I enjoy following. So check that book out. Quote of the Week. The best way to make your dreams come true is to wake up, by Paul Valery. And so simple, yet so true. Nutrition tip of the week. If you're addicted to coffee, but taking in too much caffeine, try decaf coffee. There's still a small amount of caffeine, typically 8 to 15 milligrams in a K-cup, a Keurig cup. And if it's something you're struggling with, you could try even doing half your coffee regular and half decaf. If you like having, a certain level of caffeine throughout the day. But sometimes over-consuming caffeine, if you have trouble sleeping at night, even though you think you might be all right, it does something to you in your nerves where if you are overstimulated on caffeine, it can give you a lot of problems sleeping at night. So try decaf. There's still a small amount of caffeine. Tastes just like regular coffee. You can still do your coffee in the morning and even in the afternoon, but as the day goes on, maybe switch to decaf. Give it a shot. I definitely think it will help if you are having any issues on that end. My workout fitness tip of the week. I actually started this routine today, a new weight training routine, while I'm doing these stem cell procedures. And sometimes I start creeping back up to heavier and heavier weights, even if I'm doing, my 15 reps or 10 reps or 5 to 6 reps. I haven't been doing the 5 to 6, but I've been doing like 10 to 12, and I start creeping up with more and more weight. And I kind of got to be careful on that right now. So I'm finding ways to push myself intensity-wise without necessarily doing as heavy of the weights. And I call this the big guy's 10X routine, who, if I may steal a little tidbit from Grant Cardone's 10X book and his whole 10X theory, this is the big guy's 10X routine, where you pick a body part, Phoenix, and it's the amount of sets that you want to do. I say you do at least 3 sets. Today I did 4 for chest, but it's 10 drop sets where you start with 10, get warmed up, and typically it's better to do this on a machine where you could drop the weights really quickly,
Right.
rather than having to take weights off of a machine or of a bar, something like that, or switching dumbbells, where you do 10 reps, then 9, and you go down 9 reps, 8 reps, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's one set. But by the time, you look so exhausted.
I've done that before because I'm like, oh my God, that's so tiring. And then you have to go back up.
And then,
I hate that.
But you give yourself, on this, and I gave myself a 3-minute break in between.
Did you time it or no?
Huh?
Do you time it?
I kind of I look at my phone to see what time it is, and then I go back and I don't hit the stopwatch on this particular.
Yeah.
But I did today, I like to do a regular chest movement with a regular press, and then I like to do one with a vertical grip for a chest, and then I do the incline third, and then I do a fly fourth. So it was 40 sets total, but it was super fast paced, and then I did burpees afterwards, so that's even more. But
You're actually burning fat all day long now.
It was very, the pump you get from this is insane.
I think I just Instagrammed a picture of your arms.
My arms look small today. I didn't like that. It's fucking phone photos. You never know what you're gonna. You got to get the perfect angle.
Oh my goodness.
I wasn't close enough to the camera. I was far away too from the camera.
You were far.
Yeah, just so everybody knows that picture. I was really far away.
And Phoenix's head is really large, so my arm looks small.
You do. You're pretty.
Fuck off.
You're a big bitch. It's one big bitch, right? That's kind
oh
of
my God, I'm gonna fuck him up.
Am I allowed to say that? Do I get away saying things, dude? That
Yeah,
other
you
people
do,
don't?
totally.
Do I really?
Yeah, you do.
Is that because you're a little fangirl or what?
I'm a fangirl. Oh my God, Ryback.
Does it go Sean Ryback me? I mean, Sean Ryback. Sean Ryback Ryan.
I told you it'd be sandwiched in between there. That's fine.
You have me twice on there.
Hey, you're okay with sloppy thirds. It's fine.
It's fine. Cool.
You hit it first. You let your friend have
Let
it
the
second,
character.
and then,
Yeah.
Yeah, see? I like it. We're good.
Cool. We're making progress here. I was curious about that, though.
What?
Usually you're fucking Tarzan and big guys over. I picture people, your followers that listen, like the goddamn motherfucker talking to her. I'm going to kill him.
So I actually had one of my friends who's a PM, which is the hiring managers, and he posted a picture. He goes, I could have done Phoenix's makeup in 3 minutes flat, and he had a plastic bag towards my head, meaning instead of he's just gonna choke me out and kill me, and like I look pretty with a plastic bag on.
Yeah.
And he's like, I am so surprised that not one single fan of yours reacted negative. Like, I can't believe you wanted to harm my princess. Most of them
They've
were just
seen
like
you harmed, I think, in the most vulnerable of positions over the years.
pile driver. No, but they were like, no one said anything.
Wait, is that the name of one of your things?
Yeah, it's a pile driver.
Oh, no. Is that a name of one of the movies you've done though? Is that just a
No, it's a position.
No, I know the position, but I was saying I didn't know if that was the name of a movie you did.
No.
That where you were violently beat up a lot in.
No,
So.
I've never been violently beat up, unless I asked for it. Maybe a few times.
You go on a lot of dates?
No.
You don't?
No.
So do you have a lot of sex outside of work?
No.
Are you doing that like sad?
I am. You see, I panda.
Do you have problems meeting guys? Do you think like?
I think I just have I have my big rock, and it's funny because people are like, "Oh, you're married now?" So I have like a ring, like literally, it's this large.
What do you mean?
And it's real, and I wear it, and guys like run from me.
Why do you wear the ring?
Do you want to go to the gym and fucking have weirdos hitting on you all the time? No.
Well, I'm a guy. That doesn't happen to guys.
I bet you have girls filming your
LVAC,
legs.
those poor girls that go to that gym. Half of them want the attention, the other half don't. But it's there.
But it's there. And like
Yeah.
I said, I stopped going to LVAC because a guy came up to me and literally was telling me how much he enjoyed watching me take a big dick in my ass. And I'm literally in a rep. And I'm looking over
That's
and I'm
crazy.
like, dude, I appreciate you, blah, 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 but are you shitting me right now?
There's a million other things he could have said to you outside of that.
And it went straight, it wasn't oh my God, Phoenix, I'm a fan. It's like, yo, I love watching you take big giant dick in your ass. What?
What? And you just said thank you?
I was like, oh, thanks. I appreciate that.
I honestly, I would have said, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, I wouldn't even had no hesitation. Because some people are just fucking idiots.
And I don't know in his mind if he thought that was okay. And that's a normal conversation. But I just kind of went, all right. And I was like, thanks. Yeah. But then I assumed instead of being rude, because I wasn't, he started lingering. And I was
yeah. See, that's what I'm saying. That you're playing with a mental disadvantage right there where you need to cut. It's like my landscaper. He's a nice guy, but he kind of can. I have to tell him no on a lot of things. Mm-hmm. And he constantly, every time I drive by, if he's working on a neighbor's lawn, he needs to stop me and ask a stupid question. And I just want you to do my yard. I pay you to do my yard.
Right.
If there is a question that comes up, and then I'm happy to answer it and whatnot. And it's but I've had to just he'll ask the same fucking questions. And he wanted to get a palm tree from my backyard that didn't match my other palm tree because my other one died. And I'll go get one here. It's winter right now. I'm not really concerned about it. I'll go get one. Ask me again. And then finally today, I'm on the phone with my bank. And he tries to stop me, and I'm on the phone, and I pull in my driveway. And then he's by my fucking truck when I get out of the truck. And I'm just like, motherfucker, can I just go by you one time and go into my house and not have to stop and have to fucking tell you no on something? And again, palm tree again. And I just looked at him, and I go, I don't give a shit about the fucking palm tree. I'll tell you when I'm ready for it. And he fucking got it. And he walked away. But sometimes you just got to drop the fucking hammer on people. Because I'm a nice person.
Yeah.
But it can also.
And isn't it so funny? The one time you're at that point, that's the time that everyone wants to talk about, and then you feel bad. But it's I needed to be mean. I wasn't trying to be mean, but
there's people like that. And I know but you be nice to that. But he's coming at you you're gonna give me that. You're gonna get something back. If that, you know what I mean? It's just
I should have slapped him.
No, that's just it's just such anybody with common sense and half a brain knows that. But like that dumb motherfucker clearly doesn't. It's like
I like my dudes that like we head nod.
Yeah.
You know what I do for a living? It's like, hey Phoenix, what's up? Hey, what's up? Sometimes we'll have like a brief conversation, like you did anything cool lately? And if I'm comfortable enough, I'll be like, oh, I did this, this, and this. They're like, cool, that's awesome. They go about their workout. I finish mine.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. There's a million different things he could have approached you differently.
No,
If
he
you-
went straight into like,
Yeah.
and I was just like, and he didn't want to leave. So finally I was like, listen, I totally appreciate you. I got to work out.
Yeah.
And like, he just kind of looked at me and like pouted off. And I'm like, don't
You
be
wear
mad
headphones
at me.
too when you're there?
Yeah. They don't give a fuck.
Really?
Yeah.
I've had that happen. I get approached a lot too in different.
They stand in front of you then.
It's I've done things where I just ignore people sometimes. Like when I'm working out, and like there's people I know from the gym, and like if I don't see them for a couple weeks and I know they want to have a conversation, it fucks up the whole workout though.
Yeah,
It
'cause
really
it sucks you. So I call it like a spiritual sucking because they take your energy because
Yeah.
you're ready, you're pumped, and then they like pull you down and like you have to be mellow and pay attention to them, and it's just like so draining.
yeah.
And
There's
it's
some
not-
people that I don't mind. Like if it's someone like there's a guy at the gym, this Big D, nice fucking man, huge guy.
He's got a big D. Nice.
I don't know Phoenix, but he like was battled cancer and like he was a power lifter and like struggling and we have like little motivational talks. And I hadn't seen him in like a month or two,
Right.
And like but he like someone like that I don't mind. Like that's a good
Yeah, that's
we
a
have
good
more of a
conversation.
relationship because I've talked to him many times. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
but
that's a
like
friend.
And then I saw there
of
was
course.
another guy there that I know that I hadn't seen, and he's a very nice man also. But it's like he was smart enough to know I know he wanted to come. Like we looked at each other a couple times and nodded,
Right.
And I could tell he was going to come over, and then he realized like I already had a long conversation. Like I need to finish my workout.
Yeah.
But he was smart enough to know like. Sometimes though I've had it where I've left the gym and I just said I can't take this. I've wasted an hour of my day because I can't get shit done and and then other
But
times
you
it's
luckily
perfectly
have
fine.
the gym in your house.
Yeah,
I've
which
yet
is-
to see, by the way,
Have
or
you not-
work out in. Like, what the fuck?
There's a rule you have to work out naked if you work out in there.
Oh my god, me get naked. Oh god, no.
Deadlift day, squat day. Why do we only do deadlifts and squats? Why are you always just sitting back there watching?
I'm checking your form, Phoenix. Checking your form.
That is Coach Ryback.
Oh, I like it. See, how about this? Instead of you being in there, I'm gonna work out with your new roommate, who clearly is well versed in the areas of female bodybuilding.
I knew you were gonna. It's only a matter of time. Just move in, Phoenix. Got a room available for rent. Number 2.
Next thing you know, it's like, so the podcast is like every day.
Just
It's
me
so
with
weird.
10 girls.
I thought it was 7. Remember, it's odd numbers only.
Yeah. But I get greedy. More.
Feed me more.
It's going to bring me down eventually.
They won't.
All right. You want
God, no,
to? We got some
We got some reviews.
reviews of the week. Oh, I love reviews.
You want to see reviews first?
Yeah,
Let's
you got to
see
bring
that.
over your stack of cards, of 8x10, so I can
yeah.
include those. We need to go to Sears and get a portrait done together.
Oh my god.
I just think it's funny just to go to Sears. Like we could get.
first of all,
we
yeah,
can-
that'd be hilarious,
We
'cause
could
we
do a
have
lot of
friends-
things to get an 8x10 with us, but I think make a trip out of it and go to Sears and get like the 8x10 and then have someone put a cool background on
Oh
it.
yeah, the old school ones like we used to do in school.
Yeah.
Like the Mars planet shit.
My mom has all of them with me and my
Me
sister.
too.
Yeah.
Oh,
That would
God.
be really like we're just like me in a nice suit and you all done up in a very very professional
Oh,
photo.
yes. And I'll be business and I'll look like a housewife. I'll wear the rocks, so then it's like
Yeah.
everyone will be like, "Oh my god, are they married? What's going on?"
Yeah, well, that will totally come off like that in this show.
Oh, Jesus.
I would really like. And it has just a Sears little stamp on the bottom.
I don't even know if they do photos anymore, do they? Sears portrait,
How funny would that be? We just get all dressed up and go into Sears.
and we're like there.
Yeah, we're here for the photos. Do you guys, like, sir? We got rid of that 15 years ago. Oh. Does anyone? Then we just have to get the little shitty photo booth in the mall and then go
Our little $5 one.
and get it blown up.
By the way, I actually did that with like Jada Stevens, and we got naked, and we didn't realize that there was a camera outside showing what was being taken on the inside. And there was a little kid walking by with his mom. It was a boy, luckily. But I just remember like,
Wait, there was a camera inside the booth that broadcasted out.
yes, and we didn't
Who
know.
did? Why did they do that?
I don't know, to make sure people weren't fucking in there, clearly. But our asses were out. It's like our favorite like little thing that we have together.
Holy shit.
And we literally like our pants are down, we're making out, like it was just Yeah, it was bad. And I was like, oh my God.
That is, that's insane. I did that with the ex. We, one Christmas, went at the mall when I was home off the road for a day. And they had at Meadows Mall, because I grew up by that here in Vegas.
Yeah.
Ghettos Mall, whatever they call
exactly.
it. But it just brought back a lot. I hadn't been there in forever. My neighborhood, childhood neighborhood, is not far from that. And they had the photo booth in there. And we get in there. This one was the worst photo booth. I have the photo because I have stuff of her I kept in the drawer.
Yeah,
And one of the things was this photos of us, and the lighting was so bad. We both looked like we were like 80 years old, and like I had just shaved my head that day. And usually, like but you could see like every little hair follicle, and it looked like you could see all the pores in your face. It was like. She looked horrendous for like a girl, like not to like how they're like, I was really hard on myself, but I was just like, she goes, fuck, why do I look so much worse? I've never seen it. I don't know what the fuck. She looked nothing like that.
Right.
And, but she wanted nothing to do with, I kept the photo because it's hilarious to me.
Right.
And I'll have to show it to you, but it was, those photo booth things. This one was, the lighting was like, it was like those super bright, like alien surgical lights that you see on TV, like just.
What the fuck?
I don't know.
But was it a drop light from the top down?
I don't know. I don't know what they did. I just remember hysterically laughing when I got the pictures.
And you're like, what the fuck?
We look fucked up.
You're like, we're never taking photos together because you make me look bad.
But it was, it is what it is.
So I'm gonna go top to bottom on these reviews.
What do we got? We got 4 reviews today?
4 reviews.
Okay, give me your best 4, Phoenix.
A Reason to Enjoy Mondays by D. Stanley. I no longer dread working on Mondays because I know this podcast is downloaded and ready to be enjoyed. I don't understand all the hate going on. I enjoyed with Pat and also now Phoenix. It's a nice change. And guess what, people? You can like both podcasts. You don't have to pick one or the other. I would have never heard of the co-host if it wasn't for this. With the split, it's been more fun and enjoyment listening throughout the week. Keep up the good work. In Phoenix, I absolutely love the botched names every week. They make me crack up. And Big Guy, holy hell, those shell-shocked fat burners are amazing.
Thank you very much. It's been getting great reviews, and
I take it. It's awesome.
I tell people like it is. I feel like pro wrestling can sometimes hurt you in business and life and other things because you get labeled as a pro wrestler, and it's like you can't do anything else ever.
Right.
I know my shit with supplements, and like I have always, and I mean that in the humblest of ways. Of like, it's something I take very seriously and very passionate about. So like it's, I'm happy that other people are finding success with it because it's stuff I have used for years, and then we've altered a little bit and caught up with certain things, and so thank you very much. That means a lot that somebody, is liking what I am putting out. So
I like what you put out too, baby.
I don't put out often.
Yeah, he doesn't for me ever. But anyway,
professional landlord, professional podcaster, professional wrestler, fucking professional, just professional.
Boss, Big Daddy,
the professional Big Daddy, Big Daddy, big guy.
No, I like Big Daddy Landlord. That's gonna
Big Daddy Landlord. Yeah, that might be the
that's-
name of the show this week. Big Daddy Landlord.
Let's do it. Done. Cosign.
Pay me if you need me.
Anyways,
Sorry.
Feed Me More by James Bender. This is a great podcast to listen to on any commute. It's great for passing time, good for laughs and advice. Big Guy is all right. Smiley face wink. And Phoenix is awesome. We'll miss Pat, but the podcast must go on and feed me more.
Very good. Thank you very much.
Ryback is the man. LJ Ryback rules. Hi, Ryback. I've been listening to your podcast since the beginning, and I love listening to all your stories. Please keep making more podcasts. Your podcast is the only podcast I listen to. A couple things I wanted to say. Thank you for asking my question last week about the steak. I do want to know what my wife and I met you at the Gold's Gym in Altamonte Springs, Florida, back in 2015 on a Monday when you came out with Eric Rowan to beat up J&J Security and a Ziggler versus Rollins match at the Amway Center in Orlando, Florida. You have motivated me to get as big as I can naturally, and all the Feed Me More mindset motivates me to be the best version of myself possible.
Wow.
I also want you to know that I love ISO Hungry chocolate and vanilla protein, and I use Wake Up unlimited energy, pink lemonade before every workout. I am always telling everyone that I know that your products are by far the best products I've ever taken. Thank you for doing what you do. Sincerely, Ryback fan. Feed me more.
Wow. Thank you very much.
He's got a wifey's.
I love how that's all you saw in that whole thing.
No, it's cool. He came out, supported you, but he has a wifey's.
Yeah.
And yeah. And we answer his questions, see?
And that was, is that LJ Ryback?
Yeah, LJ, yeah.
LJ?
ELJ Ryback.
Okay.
Hey, it's the big guy, Norman6188. Ryback, I've listened since day one and been a big fan since day one. I even have 2 of your Feed Me More water bottles, one for home and one for on the go. Your mantra of Feed Me More is a real inspiration, not just in working out, but in life and keeping going and never giving up. It's even the wallpaper on my phone. Recently, you covered questions about the separation from your former co-host and how you respectfully chose not to discuss it. I fully respect that and continue to listen and enjoy the conversations between you and Phoenix Murray. Keep up the hard work. You're a real inspiration in and outside the ring. Really hope I can win some free supplements as a new father. The unlimited energy would be coming really handy. Haha, feed me more.
We had great reviews this week. That was very, very cool. That makes it tough when they're all good like that.
I know. And they all support you and you're like, shit.
No, that's the whole point. That's who you're supposed to attract when you do a show, and then if you don't like the show, like I said, you go find a show that you do like, and there's a million options out there today. So it's I like helping people. I like it when people are motivated by things that I do to motivate myself, and that people are loving you because you're a sweet, awesome person. So
thank you.
And which I said, give it time.
Yes.
There'll be a transition. And then they will become accustomed to it, and it all works itself out. It always does. So what are you feeling? Because it comes down to me. I think they're all great reviews, and thank you everybody who takes time out of your busy day or night and to leave a review. Thank you. It truly helps the whole process. But I'm torn between D. Stanley and is it LJ Ryback? ELJ Ryback? Who would you go with between the two, Phoenix? Usually I'm the man and can make the goddamn decisions around here, but I'm a little torn tonight because I think I asked you last week. You're like, why don't you just pick 2? And then so I shouldn't. I take that back. I'm not asking you now. I just got to man up and make a decision. Well, anybody that has my name in their name, it's that because it was pretty much tied, and I think it was he went the extra step. And LJ Ryback, ELJ Ryback, you're this week's winner. Please email me at thebigguy@feedmemore.com with your supplement of choice, and you'll get a free Feed Me More Nutrition supplement, workout towel, and shaker bottle. And maybe even throw an 8x10. And you said I should be doing that, right?
Yes, I think you should throw an 8x10.
And I think you should bring some 8x10s over also.
Yes.
And I will include one from you also. I think anybody would be happy to have that. Until we get our Sears portrait done.
I cannot wait for that. I can't believe we're going to so do this.
Yeah.
We are too. I'm like, listen, my Saturday night may be busy, but my Saturday morning.
You're a busy girl.
Listen.
You had a lot. What do you got going on this week? You couldn't do the podcast later. We had to do Wednesday night.
I know. You wanted
Which was why
By the way,
in all fairness, we did make plans for So I told that's why I'll never get upset over anything.
I'm like, you're the one that changed it up on me, sir.
Yeah. I did.
I stick to what I say. That's why. That's all.
Oh, I was just trying to, a little curveball, seeing, hey, you want to do Thursday, Friday this week? I'm home. Change your plans.
Well, I would have, but you'd wait till the last minute to tell me things. But it's not like you knew ahead of time. So
I told you the moment I found out, by the way.
Seth Rollins liked our tweet. Is it really Seth Rollins?
You're such a fucking mark.
No,
I bet you it's a
not.
fan.
It's a fake. I was like, that's fake.
God, did you just see how excited you got over that?
Like, yeah, what?
Did Seth Rollins just like
hot guys. Listen, babe. You're not going to give me the D, then I have to find the D somewhere else.
In your opinion, who are the hottest wrestlers?
We're not going to get me in trouble.
No. I'm top 3 hottest wrestlers today in wrestling. Today. That you know, if you could pick 3, not me not included, we already know I'm number 1, so fuck that.
Since I can't have you.
This is my way of protecting my ego right here.
I was actually going to, okay, fine, you're not in it then. I definitely think Seth, because I like his commercial with his daughter. Right?
Wait, what? Seth?
Oh, no, that's Roman Reigns. Yeah, his commercial with his daughter, like
Roman, I feel like a lot of women like Roman.
I just like that commercial with his daughter, like sold me. I was like, oh, he's a
So
daddy.
before the daughter, what were you into him or no?
I thought he was hot, but like that sold me because I was like, oh, he's
you always
a good
try to
dad.
wonder, like when you like they own a company, you're like, and they like Cena was before. Like
I never was into Cena. Is that sad?
No, I don't. You're not going to hear any complaints from me on that. You just try to look at it from a publicly traded company and like, well, why would they pick this person? And then like, if they were like, well, you just look throughout the history of wrestling, and then, but like, if you look at somebody who appeals to multiple audiences,
right?
Then you can understand like, oh, that makes sense. So like, I get it. Like, so I always am curious on outsiders.
Who's the one that paints his face like a demon?
Finn Balor.
Yeah, Balor. I thought was cute.
Okay.
A little small looking. I don't know how big he is in real life, but he looked a little too mean.
He is a smaller guy, but he's in shape. He's very in shape.
Okay,
yeah.
wouldn't work then. Never mind. I need big.
You're legit. You're legit. You're bigger than him. Legit.
Okay, then that's not gonna work. Benoit.
Wait, what?
Stu Bennett.
Oh.
Stu's cute. I'd bang Stu. I told you that last week.
He's not there though. No, he's gone. But
Who cares?
So wait,
him.
hold on. I said 3 that are there right now.
Oh,
so we got
God.
Roman Reigns.
Yeah.
We got Finn Balor, the Demon. You like him in the face paint, by the way,
I like when they dress
with
up
the
for
long
me.
dreads. And then Stu Bennett, Wade Barrett, formerly Wade Barrett.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna say he's your non-WWE guy.
All right, then I'd fuck Dolph, I guess. Yeah.
I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you tag team me?
I mean, that's not like me and Sigman. We usually like to go to Hooters together, have some beers.
Okay,
we haven't
so
taken
how
the
many-
friendship to that level.
You never shared a girl with Dolph? Come on.
No.
Why not?
I don't think any wrestler shares any girl with any other wrestler. I think that's. No, it has happened over the years. I'm saying like now, like nowadays.
Nowadays, he's a grown man. He doesn't want to share.
No,
He
I don't.
wants 7 for
I
himself.
have no idea. I'm sure that'd be really funny. Like you just picture like Sheamus and Cesaro, a tag teaming girls in real life too, like that, just living the gimmick all the way.
Oh God.
We aren't just the bar. We raised the bar. I don't know.
What was that?
That's one of their catchphrases or something. Yeah.
Okay.
No, those both great guys. I love both those guys. Fucking men. Dolph, I'm cool with Dolph though. He's there's a handful of guys that you stay close with in wrestling. He's one of them.
Okay.
Stu Bennett. I like how on your list,
I'm just picking your friends,
two
babe.
of the 4 guys you named are I'm close with. So.
Yeah. Well, listen, babe.
You have no.
I know
give a
you have
fuck.
their phone numbers. That's also part
Yeah,
of this.
yeah. Well, I'm sure you have Dolph's number too. You guys like
I
having
don't.
each other's
I
fucking
don't
tweets.
have it like that.
You guys are liking every other goddamn fucking message from each
Oh my goodness. We don't even
Liked
DM.
by Phoenix Bernie,
We
liked by
don't
Phoenix
even DM each other.
I
Okay,
wouldn't
babe.
even know. I'm just kidding. Not that I watch.
He would totally watch. He would totally watch too.
All right, you want to do some questions? Let's go ahead and get into the questions of the week.
I have 2 questions for you. One, what's the heaviest dumbbell weight you have both flat and incline benched?
I'm trying to think of the gym had, I can't remember what year this was. It was a gym had 200-pound dumbbells, and I was able to do those pretty handedly.
Curls?
No, like bench. Or I'm assuming they're talking bench press.
Yeah, like over
Like,
the head.
yeah,
And then,
like-
okay, yeah. Curl bench. Yeah.
Not right now because of my shoulder. I used to
Oh,
write.
you sound like a little kid. Not right now because my shoulder.
Yeah, no, well, I could. I might fuck it up. The bone on bone, it grinds when I go heavy. It sucks. It's which has gotten much better from the stem cells. But I routinely, from when I was very young, would go in. I remember the 24-hour fitness on Rainbow and Cheyenne in Vegas, which is no longer there. They had 150-pound dumbbells. I would routinely grab 150-pound dumbbells throughout my entire 20s, and like most gyms, like will have. If it's a good gym, they have 150s.
Yeah.
If it's a hardcore gym, they'll have between 175 and 200 usually. And I don't know if they might make special ones that go above that. I'm sure there's some random places have gotten huge ass dumbbells made, but 200 is the highest that I have gone to. When I got hired by WWE, and I don't count this as me being my strongest because it was when I took a cycle of steroids in my early 20s for Deep South Wrestling. But I remember curling like 120-pound dumbbells. Like that was I was fucking strong, and I was always strong. That made me really strong. And not to say that shit's so bad for your body, all of it, but like the heavy weight training, like that curls and shit, when you're using that much weight, it causes a lot of damage. So I've put myself through the ringer.
What is the most meals you've eaten in a day?
So I love how we have all these food questions. When your kid Trey says feed me more, you ask for it, right?
Yeah.
I would say it was back when we talked about on my cheat days when I was younger, where I would just wake up and have boxes of cereal and then go eat a buffet, breakfast and stay for lunch. And then they would be mad because me and my friends would stay there for multiple hours and then come home and sleep and then wake up and go get Frisbee-sized donuts at this donut shop that was down the road from our house. And I would eat a bunch of donuts and then drumstick ice cream cones and get sick and pass out again and then wake up and then go and usually go do some cardio to burn some of it off. I was like, when I was young, I would diet really well. And then like on my cheat day, I had no control. And I would like just completely fucking.
So how many total is that?
I don't know. No, but like that was just the most amount of food I would eat. I remember doing that on multiple occasions. Meal wise, I eat routinely between 7 and 10 meals a day. Like anyways,
holy shit.
Of constantly eating food, having shakes and things like that. So yeah, on average though, I'm usually closer to 7 now and stuff. But yeah. I eat a lot. I eat a lot of food. I have to. I do a lot of cardio too, though. I do a lot of high intensity cardio, burpees, sprinting on treadmills, and shit like that. Where just because I love being in condition. I think conditioning is fucking
everything.
Yeah, it's all
joint function.
Being big doesn't matter unless you have good conditioning. Yeah, it really doesn't. Like, and it might help a little bit on certain but if you're big and have conditioning, you're fucking dangerous. So that's what I always try.
How often do you sweat when you do conditioning? Are you like a bad sweat guy?
It depends. I don't know. Some days are not bad. I'll tell you what. When you do burpees or sprint on a treadmill, my shirt's always wet afterward. Like
drenched.
Like pretty good, yeah. But if I just do regular cardio, like if my heart rate's not high, if I'm just going for an hour just to burn calories, right. I don't really sweat or anything. I don't sweat when I work out too much, but when I do high intensity conditioning, I sweat.
Okay.
Why? What's the deal with that?
I'm just wondering. I like hot, sweaty guys. That's all.
Oh,
just
thanks.
saying. I have 2 shots now.
I love. Yeah, you had 1 shot and then you had like a little baby shot.
Yeah, that's all I need. Tips for keeping healthy. This is from our Mike, our ace. He said tips for keeping healthy during holiday seasons. Healthy eating.
During the holiday season?
Yes.
My best piece of advice is...
Don't eat everything?
No, enjoy the holidays. Thanksgiving, Christmas. Have your day on those days. Fuck the other days. It's not about... People... You can sit around. You could do a keto diet. You could have a drink or 2 every night and be social and have fun. And don't eat the goddamn fucking fudge and all that other shit, everybody. I don't know why you I just don't get it. That's me. You could still be social and hang around everybody, and but everyone's different.
Right.
And this is just me. I think though, if you have a deep relationship though, as from being a kid and having great memories of fudge and everything with your family, you're gonna indulge in that shit. And I just never got when I was a kid. We had that stuff. I remember having it all the time around, but I wasn't
that wasn't your go-to.
I would as a kid eat, but I didn't
Fudge is not my all-time favorite.
It didn't make me happy. I was already happy.
Yeah.
It was, I think.
What's your guilty pleasure during the holidays to eat? Pumpkin pie?
No, I like that. I love green bean casserole. That's honestly my favorite dish out of all Thanksgiving or Christmas. My family, they usually make an extra plate of green bean casserole, an extra dish, because I'll eat a whole one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's my favorite thing to make.
I drench that with and I'll put potatoes and gravy, turkey.
I use that as my gravy on top of my mashed potatoes.
Yeah, it's even better. Oh, I mix them all the time too. Yeah. You want to come over for Thanksgiving?
I think it's going to happen.
You should.
I feel like you're going to be blown away by my cooking skills and be like, holy shit, wait a minute, you do all this and you cook? Oh my God.
What a very merry Thanksgiving and Christmas, if too. Like, just come over for all the holidays.
Like, bitch, bring food.
Bring some of your friends. I'm kidding. Don't get angry at me.
What? I'll bring friends.
Cool.
Did you even see me flinch on that? I was like, okay.
No, yeah, you didn't even. What a great wife you would make.
I know. I'm perfect. You can suck his dick. It's fine. Can I watch, though? No, I can't. Okay, well, he'll tell me later. Go ahead.
Jesus, Phoenix.
That's who I am. Just saying.
That escalated quickly.
Speaking of which,
Pull out my judge's hammer here.
what is the best thing about being married? What the fuck is that question?
Who asked that?
Brandon asked it. And I'm like, you're not married.
I'm not married, never
I'm
been
not
married.
married.
You're not married, never been married. No kids, no
Yeah.
kids.
So why would I get
What a
questions about
fucking
marriage?
dumb question, huh?
I like to save marriages by fucking on camera. But I don't do that anymore. So
How? I don't. Okay.
I was like, I don't get it.
Maybe he thinks we're married.
Maybe he does think we're married.
I guarantee you that has to be.
Oh, no. We're not married.
Life is so good, guys. We went to the little chapel. We got all hitched up, and
we'll show you our Sears Portrait Studio.
Sears
photos.
Portrait Studio family photo, and we're doing a podcast together now. And that's why I made her stop working, and because I got insecure and jealous, and I wifed her up.
That's how it works. I
That's
like
great.
it.
Very happy, guys.
It's his fault I quit. So when everyone's mad, send all your complaints to Ryback
The big
22.
guy. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna actually put that on that one. Yeah.
Let's destroy your Twitter. Come on, let's do it.
Oh, they can mess with me on Twitter all day
Yeah,
long.
I know, you never watch.
I don't give a shit.
I fucking talk shit about you, and they're like, he doesn't read this. I'm like, I know. It's so much fun.
It's
Yeah, like the Joe Rogan thing. But
By the way, Joe Rogan, you talked to him. You said you told him I wanted to be on the show.
yeah,
And what was his
he said
response?
it might happen.
Did he wait? That was his exact words.
Yeah, he said it might happen.
They need guests. You can never have enough guests for a show. He does a lot of fucking podcasts.
Yeah, he does, and it's all at the
Has
ice
he
house.
listened to you or no? He's busy as
No,
fuck. He
he's
does a lot of
busy.
things.
But if he's on a plane traveling here and there, maybe he puts us on. Never know.
I would. LA's a short trip.
I know. You're paying for our flights.
CM Punk always wanted to go on his show, by the way. Never happened.
Yeah, no. But that's because I don't think Joe took him serious.
Wait, was that a thing? What happened with it? What is it? Wait,
Remember CM Punk got destroyed?
but it was before that. I think he wanted to go
No,
on.
but like he's not.
Yeah, no, he hates wrestling. That's why I like him. It's
Well, you're not a wrestler technically. You're
I know, I'm many
independent.
things. Yeah.
And yeah.
Big Daddy Landlord these days.
Oh Jesus.
Everybody pays their rent to Big Daddy Landlord.
All right. So, what's your opinion of this? I love because it's addressed to you.
Okay, wait. I
This
think
is
I saw
addressed
this
to you.
earlier.
Yes.
Yeah.
What is your opinion of colonics, colon hydrotherapy? Is it healthy? Do you recommend it? Thanks, big guy. I love waking up. Loving the wake up unlimited energy.
I'm going to save my nutrition tip for next week on a really cool product that is good for colon cleansing. But I've never had it done, believe it or not.
You really never done a colonic?
No, never. I know there's some WWE guys that have had it done, but I don't know what's the process on that. Because you've had.
I have.
You've
And
had
I
it
do
done,
it
You've had it done a time
every
or
other
two,
day.
I believe.
No. So
wait, every other day? I feel like that's very fucking extreme.
anal days. Like you have to remember, at some points I was shooting 5 anal scenes a week, so I got to clean out.
How do you function?
What do you mean?
You have to be destroyed, Phoenix.
Bitch, no one destroys me. Please, now. Come on.
What are your secrets to keeping that intact?
I know. How about the fact that like
Because I don't think
there's so
anybody would think that you have. Because
my butthole's so pretty. I literally have directors and like always looking there. It doesn't even look like it's been touched. I'm like, yeah.
is that a genetic thing where you have like a genetic advantage over people where it like has healing?
It's part of the Amazonness of me. Is my asshole knows how to repair and rejuvenate immediately.
It regenerates.
It does. It regenerates and makes sure it's nice and tight. Like I literally can suck a dick.
Is there exercises you could do? Is there anything? What are the secret? Are you not prone to giving this up? You're out of the game, kind of.
I'm out of the game, so I can pass it on.
This is when you
to
share
next
the
generation.
secrets to
All right,
everybody.
so
These
this is
up
my
and coming
Dr.
out.
Phoenix time. Ready?
We don't have a Dr. Phoenix question yet on your Twitter.
No, we don't. What the fuck?
I got to get I apologize. I need to get my graphic guy. I'm going to send him a message tonight to get the image done.
He doesn't care about us anymore.
No, it's my fault. I forgot. I've had him do so many images. I work him to the bone.
He's like, why am I drawing this?
Yeah.
Phoenix has got a fist up her butt. I don't know what's going on. You're like, I want it just for me.
I'm so intrigued by this because I remember like somebody had said to me the same thing like about when you make these comments and taking multiple
Cocks inside my asshole. At the
Thank
same
you for
time,
filling in for me. I didn't want
Gotcha.
to say it. It's that it's like how do you recover from that? Does it take you? Do you have a period where you have to lay low and hiding in the dark, in the fetal position? And
No. I literally did anal scene with Lexington Steel. Went on the Stairmaster 30 minutes after my scene.
Now, who's Lexington Steel?
Lexington Steel is the size of my wrist to the top of my forearm and the girth of my wrist.
Okay.
Okay. And we would fuck, and I would come, and my vagina can't take him. Like, I tore the first time. So we don't put his penis in my vagina anymore.
Poor guy. He's probably had struggles in life a little bit.
You know what? He says, like, because I told him, I was like, listen, no one wants to fuck that for free. And he's like, fuck you, Melissa. Like, there are plenty of girls that want to fuck you. And I was like, I didn't mean they didn't want to fuck you. Like, you're handsome, you're a good-looking guy, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, but your penis is enormous.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, but, you know, a lot of girls are wider in there or lengthier, and I'm very tight and short.
Is that an ethnic thing?
I don't know.
Genetic thing?
Small girls take more. I know that for sure.
Really?
Yeah, that's a fact.
So if they're small, wait, is that what? Is that?
That's a fact. I've watched little bitches sit on traffic cones and go all the way down.
Jesus Christ. The quotes we get from you on this show are just phenomenal. These sitting on fucking traffic cones.
They do. There was a whole series called that.
This is just a flashback of earlier with the roommate that there was a newsman on TV with a traffic cone on his shirt doing the news, and now I just had that in my head.
Picturing a little girl sitting on that and like, oh no. But so
stay tuned for the wrestling news, guys. It is coming.
Eventually, we're gonna talk about wrestling. Right now, we're talking about wrestling in the inside. So.
Yeah. But the procedure,
colon. Okay, so there's a few ways of cleaning out your colon. I actually purchased a in-shower colonic.
Wait,
so,
in-shower colonic?
I will post the link. You'd have to like actually go and find it. But
wait, do you have to have it installed?
No, I mean I installed it in my shower myself because I'm a grown-ass chick. But it just takes the head of the shower off, and then you have basically a power hose. It's on my friend Julia and me actually doing it.
Wait, because like showers, they have like in my showers, I got where it's the regular shower head, and then you have the attachment piece on the side that you could take off to like move around and shower your body. What are you showing me?
I'm showing you the biggest penis ever.
Hold on, is this a video or is?
I don't think it's just still, but you can slide through it. Those are all the pictures of me and Lex.
That's you in this on your back, Phoenix.
Yeah.
Looking at the
he's
photos.
Looking at he's like, hey,
wait, that girl doesn't look like you, but
let me see. I had brown hair. Remember, I had black hair for a minute too. I'd change it up. I don't give a fuck.
No, I get it. I don't. I don't watch porn, so I used to a long time ago.
But you see, like, he's ginormous. But so for that, like,
I don't think it was as big as you described on your arm.
Oh, it is. Look at.
I don't think you have huge fucking arms.
I do.
You can't hold the phone up to your fucking wrist and like compare that.
I know. I'm looking at like my foot, and like my foot was wrapped around it, and there was still a lot like.
Well, I don't know if I. Oh.
Yeah, my foot's around it. You're looking at just what's outside of my foot.
Oh, okay.
You know, he's like 12, I think. It was retarded.
Not that boy on New York though, the world record holder.
Yeah, that's
that fat out of shape white guy.
That's a no.
I don't mean that as an insult. I just remember that show. That's so funny you saw that because it was like it was on a major like thing. It was like a news piece.
Yeah.
Because he was like depressed and miserable and like
he hated his life.
Yeah, it was like, and you were just like, it was weird.
It was so sad, Panda.
I love they created this ultimate babyface story. This man born with a 13-inch penis, just depressed.
I just deleted a comment on one of my pictures of us. I like it.
What was the comment?
It was some bitch ass comment, so it got bitch ass deleted. Click.
Wait, no. Now, before you share the comment, tell me the comment.
No, it was not nice.
Who was it not nice towards?
You.
Oh, go ahead and say it.
I already deleted it. I really did.
You'll tell me off when you take a break.
Okay, deal, fair. So, cleaning out. So I actually, if you Google Phoenix Marie Anal 101 blog, it tells you basically what you should eat before an anal scene. And this is good for guys and girls because everyone loves anal sex.
I think this question was more on the therapy.
I know. Well, I'm explaining that part. So, the cleaning out, you actually have a lot of good flora inside of your colon. So if you are continually cleaning out, like to the extent that I had, you're losing a lot of the good flora. And it's very bad for you.
What happens with that now?
It actually can cause you not to be able to digest food. And it can cause you to... I was really big on probiotics.
Yeah.
And so you have to make sure you do probiotics. And you can actually put those inside colonic water if you actually do like a regular enema.
Okay.
Never use any of the mineral oil or any of the solutions, the saline solutions that are in enema bottles.
Yeah.
Because it actually lubricates and can harm your colon and dry it out and stuff.
Okay.
It's really bad for you. When we do scenes, we just empty that out and put warm water in there. And then
I think we need to save a time for horror stories of the scenes.
No, we're not going to go there. We're not going to go.
I'm sure there's a many.
That would be like a 5-episode fucking thing if I had to show
I'm going to ask next week. I'm bringing it up. So stay tuned, guys.
Yeah, but hydrotherapy, colonics, it's good if you have a lot of digestion issues already established.
Yeah.
But they're only getting so far because your normal colonic session is between 30 minutes to an hour.
What is it? Do they stick a tube up your ass of water?
So they stick like an enema hose inside of you, okay?
How big is the hose?
I'm showing about 12 inches?
I guess.
Okay. I'm like, well, it might look like legs. Maybe. So it's been a minute. Let me put it to my face. Yeah, it's about 12. But it's about 12 inches. Only probably 3 inches of it goes inside of you.
Oh, I thought okay.
No, you don't put that far up.
Jesus Christ.
Then you're doing anal.
Yeah.
But it sucks because what it does is the sands water is like the best one. And it goes in and it pushes water in and it sucks it out. And you're watching your poo go through like these tubes and down into a drain somewhere.
Yeah.
But it's so you can see what's inside of your waist.
Yeah.
And the weird thing is, if you want to have fun with it, eat corn the night before because corn doesn't digest. And you'll see how deep of a cleanse you're really getting. Because people are thinking they're getting a deep cleanse. Well, remember, your colon is how many fucking feet long inside of you?
Yeah.
So you're not really getting a deep cleanse from it, and you're taking all the good flora out of your large intestine. So it's not really that great for you.
Really?
Yeah, people are like, oh, I do all these, I feel so much better.
Is it good to get it every once in a blue moon then?
I would say maybe once every 3 months if you really want to get a colonic, but at the same time...
I was going to say like once a year or something if you're like... But I have like... I don't want to name the name. I'm going to save it for my tip next week. These oxygen-based pills that like... really clean you out really well.
You know what works really good? Activated charcoal.
Yeah, it's the same. I've heard of that too.
Okay,
Yeah.
Take activated charcoal, and it's really good for people who drink.
Which I feel like is a good home remedy rather than going in and like,
And it's inexpensive. It's $10 for a bottle, $15 instead of, you should be coming out with a Ryback. Oh, she's look at my toes.
Ryback colon cleanse.
Yeah, why not?
Well, no.
Colon Buster. Ryback and Phoenix colon Buster. Are you kidding me? Oh my God. Yes, we do.
Why haven't you yet?
I know, babe. Trust me.
I have like 10 different supplements that I'm coming out with the branched chain amino acid. The samples come in tomorrow or Friday, and we're going to go into production on those. So,
and we're going to make a Phoenix Marie colon buster.
That would not a bad idea.
And it's not.
We shouldn't even be talking about this on the air.
Well, listen, it's not like they can do what we do. So
yeah.
Let us know if you want a colon buster, and it's not my fist up your ass. Don't worry, you're going to be fine.
Because I have the ingredients of what works really, really well, and then we can get some insight from you.
Yeah, because it's not like I don't clean out my colon all the fucking time.
Jesus. Ryback coming out with dick pills and colon cleansers.
Why not?
No, why help people?
Why the fuck not?
Yeah, make money, help people.
Yeah.
And yes.
And you guys are going to benefit. And we're in. So anyways, anal.
I'm honestly, I'm not even joking. Images are going through my mind of the
You're
bottle.
like, we're going to make millions. We're going to do this.
Yeah.
We're going to sell it at signings and stuff. It's going to be great.
Go do joint signings selling test
I
boosters.
don't know
and
why
colon
you haven't
cleansers.
let me fucking go to your signings anyway.
Well, because they got to fly you in. That's up to the promoter.
Oh, heavens.
You have a very high fee, Phoenix.
I'm not expensive. I'm not. If I get to hang out, good people, it's not.
You know what's here in Vegas? Actually, my buddy Milo, I did an appearance for him in Northern California last year. The Las Vegas Toy Fair. I got the poster for it. It's like a toy expo here in February. It's like 3 days, but booth space is quite. It's very, very well priced.
Okay.
And he goes, you should get on that because it's in your hometown, and you just do it for a day, and you go down there for like 3 or 4 hours. But I was like, well, I wonder how that works, because usually like at a Comic-Con and stuff, you do pictures and autographs.
Right.
Which you could still do for there, I would imagine. Yeah. But I was like, well, I could buy a bunch of my figures.
Yeah.
And then sign them and that would be the toy.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, I might look into that. Like, so.
Can it be adult toys?
Yeah. Do you have any adult?
I have tons.
No, I meant action figures of yourself.
No, I want those though. Tanya Tate did ones. She made Lady Titan, and she's like a superhero.
Oh, really?
I was like, but you see, my fans were sketching. Oh no, you did not just yawn. You better take that back.
The what?
He's yawning over here.
I don't yawn a lot. I yawned. I'm not gonna lie.
Man.
I don't yawn a lot.
I'm boring him, people. I'm boring him.
Not at all.
I'm gonna have to beat his ass now.
Never. No.
Yep.
Feed me questions.
Okay, I'm gonna give you 2 questions in one because both of them asked it. Is Wake Up Unlimited Energy and Shell Shock safe to take on an empty stomach? I know that I take Shell Shock on an empty stomach and it's fine.
Yeah, both are, but everybody's different. Some people on the Shell Shock Extreme Fat Burner, you should have no issues with on that. But Wake Up Unlimited Energy, sometimes if somebody is sensitive to certain ingredients, they have to have a little bit of food in their stomach before they consume it, or you need to cut back on your dosage a little bit. So that's why I always tell people, like, if because there's different supplements. If you just take a different herbal ingredient and you're on an empty stomach, it can make you sick sometimes. And these things, you're talking about a lot of raw natural ingredients, and as great as they are, I could take it on an empty stomach all day long, and I'm totally fine. Everybody's different.
Is there anything you recommend them taking it with? Like if they have to put something in their stomach?
Just a small meal, just something. It's just like and it doesn't have to be a big meal.
Should it be a carb meal? Should it be a protein meal?
I think it depends on your diet. As long as it's food, it's honestly just something solid in your stomach usually.
I do like 2 pieces. Like I buy the Kobe Jack cheese squares.
Yeah.
And I eat like 2 of those when I take my pills in the morning.
Yeah.
Because I feel like they're not binding agents.
Yeah. Something like that is just, you're putting something in your stomach. It's just weird. It's weird how the body works. Sometimes you just need something in there.
Yeah.
And so it's not as overwhelming to you. So.
By the way, and I'm standing by this because now there's no more shoots. There's no more diet restrictions. There's no more anal days. I'm going to do this whole like Ryback rules, keto diet-ish. Starting.
The fuck you are. You have no clue.
I am.
We talked about it. You're like, okay, I'm going to do it. And the next day,
but then I was in New Jersey
Instagram
and
drinking
pizza.
root beers and fucking pizza and partying with all your celebrity friends. Fuck Ryback. Yeah. Fuck carbs.
That's why I showed up eating ice cream because I just wanted to see.
Yeah, you like to just throw it in my face.
I was like, do you see me eating this?
That's like your little dominant thing. You're like, fuck him. I'll show him. I'll eat carbs right in front of him.
I'm going to eat all this and I'm still going to look good, motherfuckers. No. So, yeah.
Any other questions?
That was it.
All right. We're going to go ahead and we're going to take one more break, and we're going to come back. We've got some good wrestling news. We're going to talk about everything going on in the wrestling world right after these messages. Be right back, guys.
I am the ultimate Ryback, and I'm here to tell you about Feed Me More Nutrition. It is the ultimate premium in sports nutrition. Wake up, unlimited energy. I take it non-stop, and I have all the unlimited energy from the gods above. My blood, my skin, the energy is pouring through my system. The big guy, all natural testosterone booster will be giving you erections to the heavens. And if you need protein builds muscles upon muscles. I so hungry, premium grass-fed, prebiotic, enhanced whey protein isolate is what you need. Burn body fat with Shell Shock Extreme Fat Burner, the most powerful fat burner on the market today. Feed me more nutrition. Save 10% with Podcast 10. Available on feedmemore.com and Amazon.
Zevia is my favorite soda. It's the only soda I'll drink. You've heard me discuss it here on my podcast before, but this truly is a product I stand behind. Look, we've come a long way since soda used to be, back when it was made with artificial colors, nasty artificial and unpronounceable ingredients, and tons of calories and sugar that will slowly over time kill you. Now, there's a clean, amazing option for soda lovers that is absolutely free of chemicals, made with all natural ingredients, Zevia. With Zevia, you won't feel awful or stress about any potential harmful side effects of artificial sweeteners or sugar. Zevia sweetens their products with the all-natural sweetener stevia leaf extract, which has 0 calories and no impact on blood sugar levels. Plus, it's natural. Zevia has 14 flavors of soda, 4 flavors of sparkling water, and 4 energy drinks. You have loads of safer and delicious options to choose from. Zevia is offering you guys a chance to try it for yourself for free. If you're a U.S. or Canadian resident, just go to Zevia.com/podcast and sign up. And that's it. They'll send you a coupon for a free 6-pack in the mail. Sorry, Zack Ryder.
Woo, woo, woo!
Head over to Zevia.com/podcast to sign up for your free 6-pack now. Okay, we're back. It's time for the wrestling news. Catch up everything going on in the wrestling world, or some of the things people are talking about on social media and other platforms. We have our ace in the hole back in action, ready to go in the trenches, getting the news from the fucking marks. And man,
You're so mean.
Ace, my man Ace.
So Mike got back from Disney World.
Yeah.
And we got our own little private message you were included on, yes?
I saw that.
Aren't you nice? He includes you now.
I like that. He lets me know that he's talking to my
Yeah.
co-host.
Yeah.
Mike, it's cool. Thank you for letting me know. I appreciate it.
And he basically said that we're going to Disneyland and we're going to get drunk in California Adventure. And the puppies are agreeing with us.
The puppies always get a little antsy towards the end of the podcast.
I know, they're like, it's time to fucking play, bitches.
They go outside for a while, chew up the turf in the backyard, which I
Yeah.
got to get a little portion of that replaced. And then Sophie and little guy have been chewing on that. I thought it was just little guy, but Sophie joined in. But
Yeah.
anyways.
She needs to chew on some stuff too, don't you?
Yeah. Mike and his family had a great time, though, in Disneyland.
Yes, they did.
I saw that he said that drinking was allowed in different parts of the
Yes.
park. It wasn't Disney World then, it was Disneyland.
Yeah, it was Disney World.
I need to make a trip. I think I might go to Disneyland.
When?
While I'm one of my times off here.
Okay, let's go.
I just think
If you fucking go to Disneyland without me, I am never.
I'm going to
speaking
tell you right
again.
now, Big Daddy Landlord, tomorrow, big day in the stock market. Today was already a solid day.
Okay.
Yeah, the other day
So
was
you're
a
buying our
solid day.
tickets to and our
Tomorrow is expected to be very nice day in the stock market, and probably going to cash out a little bit of that, a little bit of the hoo-ha, and
a little bit of the hoo-ha.
and have a little fun.
Okay, so I'm thinking December 1st, that first weekend. If you're not wrestling, we're going. We can bring Rumi.
Okay, yeah, no, bring a lot of people.
Okay, all the fans will already be there, so.
We can. I would love. I think I honestly have been. I think that would be a really good time.
Oh yeah.
I need to mention before I forget, because we do it in the plugs. I'm also this week going. If you're in, I'm going to be at WrestleCade wrestling Joey Mercury this week, who is one of my favorite people. Like, just he ultimately he was with. You'll know him from J&J Security. With Seth Rollins. He was part of their group for a while. He had a nice run in M&M with Johnny Nitro.
I've heard
John Hennigan, or John Morrison, as he's known by in different names. Johnny Mundo, another phenomenal, awesome guy. And he's had some difficult times in life, and he's such a fucking awesome wrestler. But he has there's people you meet that they have a brain for this stuff, and you just and you'll think of things a certain way, and then you'll get their insight on things, and it's just a little different, or they'll think of things that you don't think of, and he's always just had a fucking phenomenal wrestling brain, and I'm excited to wrestle him because I've worked with him as far as when he was kind of like the J&J Security were they were the smaller security guy, and he's not small, he's fucking jacked. But and I know he'll get mad if I say that. But and he's a badass. they would take a lot of bumps for Seth to protect Seth and stuff, and like get to throw him around a lot and stuff. But we're actually gonna have a wrestling match this week. He's doing the independents now, and I'm hoping he gets rehired eventually by WWE. He was like an agent, like the trying to think, the producer is another term they use, and he's hopefully, I think he's on, everything's all good and cleaned up now, and like it's
on.
Wrestling though is a really fucked up business, and I've said like it brings out the it just, if there's issues in it, you're on the road for a long fucking period of time. It's not a happy existence and I mean that in the nicest way possible. It's like traveling the world is fun for a small bit, but then when you just start staying in hotel rooms and your life is on repeat, it's literally deja vu every week. Hotel, rental car, airplane, gym, hotel, arena, people, same repeat, same restaurants, repeat. Eventually, it's really, I've always said the schedule, and I understand it's a business and whatnot, but it's too much.
Right.
It's not ideal. Like if you look throughout the history of wrestling and the problems that have occurred from it and the problems people have, it's a lot of it you can understand because of just looking at it, you're like, that's why and whatnot. When you see how the lives are being lived and whatnot, whereas if it was like 3 days a week and you had time to be home a little more and have a little more balance, because balance is key to everything.
Oh, yeah.
And that is very extreme. And I wish there were ways to correct this, and there are. And hopefully over time it will evolve into a better situation for everybody. But he's a great fucking dude. So I'm happy to be wrestling him. If you're out in the I believe it's North Carolina area this week, come on out. WrestleCade, it's on my Facebook page, at Feed Me More Nutrition on Facebook. And I'm wrestling Joey Mercury. I think WWE has their Starrcade event the same day. They're now running in the same town that we have a show in. But WrestleCade is like this big event every year that does well.
Right.
I was the main event last year wrestling Matt Hardy. And this year I'm wrestling Joey Mercury. And I'm looking forward to it. So come on out, guys.
So what date is that?
I don't have it. I should have it. Talk a little bit, Phoenix. Tell me something so that I can pull this up.
So this one
Because I was trying to think it's Friday or Saturday, and I didn't want to give the wrong
Well,
date.
you realize that Thanksgiving is on Thursday. So would you be flying out on Thursday night after you eat the turkey?
I need to actually look at that. That would be, I believe I'm flying out Friday because the event is, it's Saturday, 5 p.m., WrestleCade Super Show. And there's a signing from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. And I believe I'll be doing 10 a.m. To probably the afternoon at some point, 1 or 2 p.m., maybe 3, depending on how many people we have. So it's but come on out that night. I'm wrestling Joey Mercury, and it's gonna be a lot of fun.
And it's North Carolina. Are the Panthers playing?
At the Benton Convention Center. I'm looking at this. It's Winston-Salem, North Carolina. And tickets are available on WrestleCade.com. It's come on out, guys. There's a ton of talent out there at this. And even if come out to the signing, and if you choose to go to another show at night, cool. But you're going to be in store for a lot of great wrestling action. They put on a great show. So I worked for them last year, and I'm excited to go back. Check it out, guys. WrestleCade. All right. Moving on. More news.
So,
had to get that in.
More news.
Feed me more news.
I wish I could put my mouth around this, but I can't. All right. So, randomness. Everyone make sure that you follow Mike Ace at criticalblast.com and on Facebook and Twitter at SKITCHNM New Mutants, because he's awesome. By the way, I don't know if you watched the New Mutants trailer coming out. Wow, they're making that shit look great. I thought about you when I saw it when I was watching Thor Ragnarok the other day.
I get a lot of people that say I would be good for the movie, the comic movies.
Oh, I think you'd be amazing.
It's I got my movie guy. We've done a couple little self-tape auditions, but it's usually they don't coincide well with the wrestling bookings because it's hard to take off. They want you to
But residuals on movies is retarded.
Yeah, but I'm just saying it's hard to cancel 4 or 5 appearances in a stretch, if sometimes more, to go do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it'll all time out. For eventually, the right thing will come along. So.
Oh yes, it better, because I will be so stoked.
Oh, I already know. I'm fucking. You can't hide this personality.
Hell no, you can't. So, page 1. WWE releases James Ellsworth. On Wednesday, WWE announced that they have released James Ellsworth. Ellsworth has posted on Twitter, after release, "Thank you, WWE, for letting me live my dream. Thank you for fans for all the support. And I'll continue to prove any man with 2 hands has a fighting chance."
Yeah, he had a nice little run for them. And
I don't know who he is.
he's a guy, he's not doesn't fit your typical WWE wrestler profile.
Okay.
But they used him in a pretty good capacity there as far as why, what are you you're laughing?
Something else, the next one.
Oh, they had him getting beat up by a lot of the girls and stuff like that. He wasn't like a male talent like wrestling other guys. Like,
well, that's cute though when they put him in there for that stuff.
But he did initially, and he got his ass kicked like all the time and stuff, and it was kind of funny. And then like they ended up keeping him, and like he was like extra talent like at the arena one day, and like Vince saw him, and like he's got a different look to him, and they decided to use him and more, and then they signed him to like a year contract, and so he had a nice little run there.
Yeah, and he probably made good money, and he's happy. Like you said, any man with 2 hands is a fighting chance.
He definitely made more money than he probably would have. So
that's dope.
Yeah. No, I'm happy for him. It sucks that he gets released, but I don't know what else they
exasperated all their.
And I'm sure they could bring him back at some point eventually, if he, for another thing.
He could be your mini. So I'm laughing because Mike obviously understands me, and he wrote Triple H versus Jinder the Tinder Mahal.
I had a feeling that's what you were laughing at when I was trying to think of what he had in the notes in there.
Because he's so sweet. Because he's like, oh, she's gonna remember Tinder, so she'll know how to pronounce Jinder.
Yeah.
So no one can make fun of me. I love you so much, Mike. Thanks for having my back. During the WWE's upcoming tour of India, it looks like they will be doing a lot of matches during Triple H versus Jinder Mahal. This is already getting played up huge in local Indian press. The WWE has long talked about wanting to get more exposure in India, and this is definitely a good way of going about it. The recent WWE champion, Fives, one of the best, biggest names in wrestling history.
Who, Triple H?
Yeah.
I would imagine. He, I don't know. I know they canceled, they had supposed to have a couple shows out there. Supposedly they canceled a show. I don't know the exact reasoning. Someone said it was because of low ticket sales on one of them. It's no, I think it's good, Hunter, involving him, and they're hopefully trying to sell more tickets and whatnot. I think the ticket prices were extremely high out there for India, and I don't know what the ticket prices were, but one of the things were they were extremely high. And where it was out of a lot of people's price range out there. Yeah. Not that all India people are poor, which people have taken out of context before on here. But there's different levels out there of wealth and income and like there is everywhere. And so I don't know. I think, but they have the one big show. I've been out there multiple times. It's fucking fun. I mean, the crowd, like when I was there, we had fucking packed houses out there.
Right.
Like, it was insane. And I remember, I'll never forget Bray Wyatt and Kane, I think, were the opening match one night, and they locked up, just a lockup, and the place like came unglued. Mm-hmm. Like it was like, holy fuck, on a lockup. Like, because they were seeing what they see on TV in person, and they were just so happy. And it was, it was very, very passionate wrestling fans out there. So hopefully they lower the ticket prices a little bit. And
make it more accessible.
Yeah. And they're going to make money regardless. So
yeah, but the fans want to see it. So make it so your fans can see it.
And it's, I think that's a good little deal adding Triple H to that. I mean, he's definitely a big star. So.
And speaking of Triple H, on top of his big match on Raw, Triple H announced he was joining Raw Survivor Series team. Seems like they'll be making a big deal about Triple H's return to action. I wonder if they're planning something big for him at next year's WrestleMania. Maybe putting DX in the Hall of Fame.
No, I don't know with the. I think with the roster split there, it's thinner than what they think. The roster, and they're adding him in there to get a little star power in there. So I don't know what. I think it's if he's happy doing it, good.
Okay. NXT tapings at Center Stage. Sports Entertainment's hottest brand is coming to the historic Center Stage Theater in Atlanta as NXT will tape episodes at Center Stage on Thursday, January 4th, Thursday, February 1st, and Friday, February 2nd, 2018. Located at the heart of Atlanta, the storied Center Stage has once been home to the NWA and WCW Saturday Night, playing host to sports entertainment legends such as DDP, Sting, and Lex Luger. Center Stage is doing such a big part of the NWA and WC history. I'm curious if this marks a move away from doing all the NXT tapings at Full Sail University. Since they are doing these 2 months in a row, Center Stage seats over 1,000 people, which is far more than Full Sail can hold.
Yeah, no, it's probably just a way the company to make extra money. So that's just everything's business. That's just a way the guys travel a little bit, and if it's everything they do is business oriented. So
how far away is it from one to the other?
Full Sail's in Orlando or the Orlando area, and they're going to Atlanta. I don't know what that distance is.
Orlando to Tampa is an hour and a half.
Tampa is not that far away, but I mean Atlanta is. It's not. I mean, it's not horribly that far. I don't think, right?
I don't think so.
I don't know. I'd have to look that up, but it's just a way they probably, if they're holding more people, they're able to get more ticket sales. That's probably one way or another. It's a profitable move, I'm sure, for them to do that occasionally in the right areas. So,
Ric Flair makes an emotional.
Wait, who?
Ric Flair.
Okay.
Makes an emotional return to SmackDown after Charlotte finally won the SmackDown Women's title on SmackDown. She cut a real strong promo dedicating the win to her father. As she started to head back, Ric Flair came out to surprise her. Oh, that sounds like
I didn't see it. I didn't watch any of SmackDown. I watch less and less wrestling these days. That's good for Charlotte. I'm glad that probably was a cool moment for her to have that. So
yeah, and her dad and like.
I need to watch my buddy was telling me JD
the 30 on 30.
The 30 on 30.
The one that I told you about.
Yeah.
You still haven't watched it?
I've tried to. I looked it up multiple times. I can't find it.
God, talking to your fucking remote.
No, I now have it on it should be on the TV now that I have my new.
Yeah.
I'll do that because I was trying.
Like
my buddy said it was on like Daily Motion, and I was trying, and they wanted you to sign up for something, and I was like,
I'm not signing up for anything either. I get that.
So I have to. Maybe I'll put that on tonight. Thank you.
You and Remy can watch some wrestling stuff.
Probably can have a drink together. Be professional. Professional Big Daddy Landlord.
A what?
Professional Big Daddy
No,
Landlord.
you said have a what
Drink
together?
together.
Drink.
Yeah.
Sound like you said joint.
No, drink.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't smoke joints.
I was
shit.
like,
if anything, I'll have a gummy every
aren't
once in
you
a blue
ghetto? You want me to roll that blunt with some Swisher Sweets?
What?
That's Jada's thing. She's like, I hate blunts, but if I have to, she wraps it in Swisher Sweets. I don't know.
I'm not a big fan of marijuana by any means. I can do a gummy from time to time right before bed. Mm-hmm. Like I'm talking within 30 minutes of bed, and it's a nice little. You sleep really, really good on it. But I'm not a big fan of them. If you stay up on those things, I just don't like the way that makes it. I don't know how people do that shit. Like I've known people since I was younger. They could smoke and go fucking work out. I'm like, how do you do that?
That's what I've seen a lot of bodybuilders do.
It's crazy. Everybody's different. Everybody's minds are wired a little differently. You know what I mean? Like we're all very similar, but we all kind of are wired a little differently. So
you're right. So Eric Bischoff getting back into wrestling business.
Really?
According to a report on Sportskeeda.
Sportskeeda?
Yes, thank you, Sportskeeda. See how good I'm doing? He only had to correct me once.
Now. Just...
Eric Bischoff has purchased Pro Wrestling Company. The site reports that Bischoff has been named President and Director of Operations for Cleveland Knights Championship Wrestling, a company based out of Ohio. He will be making his debut for the company on February 9th, 2018 at Parma, Ohio. During the event, he will reveal his vision for the company. Hulk Hogan and Austin Aries have been tweeting about the project, saying something big was on the horizon.
Oh, nice.
Yep. No one has ever come close to taking down the WWF/WWE than Eric, and did back in the late 90s, but he had a huge wallet of Turner to do so. But I do think that he may approach this with very different mindset this time. You are never going to kill the beast, but there is plenty of room to take a stake out of your own territory for the wrestling business. If anyone can pull it off, it just might be Eric Bischoff.
Yeah, I don't know. I wish him all the best. Seems like a great guy. I don't know. There's so many ways to make money in this world. I feel like having a wrestling promotion is like for all the headaches and troubles. There's so that it's.
But he was so good.
No, definitely. As far as he was in charge of a lot during a really hot period and all that, and had some great ideas and stuff.
And he had the money.
But yeah, no, and the backing of Ted Turner and everything. It's just a different. It's crazy. I don't know I can't explain it, but like wrestling is having a wrestling promotion. I don't know how you like. There's so many ways to make money. That is a really, really risky way of making money. But he would know. I mean, he's done it before.
Right.
I'm not talking about him specifically.
I know.
It's just like all these other like. And I'm
There's
glad
a million promotions.
the million, but and Vince is the only one that has really kind of figured out how to make money outside of wrestling. The wrestling doesn't always make the money. It's crazy.
Right, it's marketing it and
it's a lot of
toys
different things.
and
Yeah, merch. That's why I say like if you're a wrestling
I
promotion,
bought every fucking shirt Shawn Michaels had.
if you're a wrestling promotion and you have a website and don't have merchandise and stuff, like you're just limiting your profits, and it's really, really tough to fucking because I'm telling you, most people don't give a shit about wrestling. It's everything else. It's larger than life characters. It all plays a part, but you need all the things covered. You need all your bases covered.
You need the wolf pack.
Yeah, you need.
Oh yeah, I cheated on WWF back then. I definitely cheated.
I think you just need it's more than just going into a ring and doing the shit ton of moves.
Right.
Like it really is. It's because I'm telling casual people, they'll see that, oh, that's fake as fuck. And they need to become invested in the personalities, the characters, and the stories. So if you could provide that, and then you have merchandise and you have everything, and like to support all that stuff, and then, you have a fighting chance. So that's my take. And that's just my opinion. So
fair. This week, Impact Wrestling removed Alicia Edwards Hornswoggle.
Yep.
Fuck is that name? The Veterans of War and Mohaba Bali Shara.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess more people are leaving Impact Wrestling or have left. That used to be TNA. Mm-hmm. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what their current situation is or what's going on. I mean, a lot of people have left there, so which is never a good sign.
Right.
I can't say it's a bad sign. I don't know the details of everything. So they have people still there, so that have been there for a while. But I don't know. They were at a level before. They're not at that level anymore that they were at before. So that's all I know.
Jack Swagger has signed with Bellator MMA.
Bellator?
Yes, Bellator MMA.
Yeah.
Who the fuck is Jack Swagger?
Wait. Very fucking good wrestler.
Okay.
He was a great collegiate wrestler. He was in WWE forever. You had to have seen him.
Nope.
Did
he have a different name?
Jack Swagger was his wrestling name.
Nope.
Jake Hager is his real name.
Nope.
Very nice human being.
I didn't say he was a nice person. I like how I'm automatically being accosted because they don't know your friend. Clearly, he's a friend.
No, I'm just saying I like when you don't. You're so mean when you don't know somebody. Who the fuck is that?
I'm like, who is he?
Look at me. I guarantee you've seen him before on WWE.
No.
You never have? Holy shit. How do you know some people and not know everybody? He's been on TV for years.
I don't know him. No offense.
He left either, I believe, early this year or late last year. And he's been doing independence and everything. And he supposedly signed a 3-year contract with Bellator MMA. And I hope he got a nice little offer from them and it can apply himself like he always has. And he's a great, wrestler, amateur wrestler. So he, I think he's 35 or 36, and I don't buy into the whole age thing. I mean, it's definitely harder when you're older to get into something, but I mean, he knows how to compete. So I think, and he's a big fucking boy. He's much bigger than people will like. When you meet him, he's much taller and big boned than what you would.
How tall is he?
He's at least 6'6", but he doesn't. It's weird. You like see him, and you don't. Sometimes you won't think he's 6'6", but then you're like, I don't know if he slouches over sometimes or what. And then like you see him, he's like, Jesus Christ, he's fucking huge. And even if he's like, he could be skinny, but him skinny is fucking bigger than like it's crazy.
He's just a bone.
He's a big He has like the big long. He has the big long gorilla arms. Like pull him up. Did you find him?
Yeah, I did.
He's like, and pictures don't even do him justice.
He looks corn-fed.
Yeah. That's like he's from Oklahoma, or he went to college, the school there, and so yeah, I think he. I would watch him fight, so I'm excited.
I'll watch.
I think it's going to be interesting no matter what. So I'm happy that he's doing something different. And wrestling beats you up. I don't know what kind of shape he's in after wrestling. Like he wrestled for WWE for a long, long time. But I would imagine he wouldn't.
Collegiate wrestling like that fucks you up.
Yeah, I don't know. As long as if he's physically in good shape, like just health wise, and like
and you can take a punch because he's gonna get hit.
Oh so. Yeah, and you never know until that's something.
That's a real hit, like. Bah.
Yeah. Everyone's different
kicks,
on that,
and the kicking is like insane. So
all of it's a whole different ball game. So, but I mean, he's a great wrestler, which is just one aspect of it. Yeah. So if he can, I'm sure they will.
They'll get him in all aspects.
Accustomed to, they're not going to throw him in there with
and be like, listen, I know you can wrestle. Take this guy who's great at Muay Thai.
Yeah, it's just creating good matchups for him for a while. And because I look at it, if they sign him to a three-year contract, they're going to want to try to get their money's worth and build him up. And you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not just throw like it's.
Wolves, get him.
He's a competitor though. Like I
wonder if I could fight in Bellator. I was just thinking UFC, but like the porn shit, fuck that up.
You don't, Phoenix? Jesus Christ! What are you?
What? I want to beat some bitches' asses.
No.
Oh yeah, but like UFC stopped at 145 because a certain somebody said anyone at 152 that's a female trying to fight probably looks like a dude.
Oh, who said that? Was that your buddy that you don't?
I don't want. So, and this is just hearsay.
Some people think you're a dude, right?
Yeah, I know. I told them I chopped off my dick. I'm not shaving my Adam's apple. Fuck that shit. I like my voice deep. I'll fuck your world up.
I wonder who said that. You have heat.
But can you imagine, like, that's fucked up. Because literally, if they open 152, I know I can drop to 152.
Okay, Phoenix, you just don't stop everything and like, oh, I'm going to go fight now.
Yeah, what? So?
You're so ghetto.
Well, I want to fight. I could totally fight. Like,
no fighting.
I want to fight.
No. I need you for this podcast. I don't need your brain all scrambled.
I'm all wee. I'll be like, why is my tape on my head instead?
Is that
That was it.
All right. Anything else you'd like to get in before we go ahead and close this week's episode?
I'd like to get in your roommate, but she ain't here.
Jesus, she is here, Phoenix.
She didn't hear me.
Are you drunk?
I'm tipsy.
God.
That's why I messed up Bellator. Come on, I watched Bellator and I fucked that shit up. It's fine. I don't know if we should sit next to each other. I'm just saying.
I think that we're going to test out the green screen next week and for the YouTube show and as the podcast continues to grow.
And next week we'll tell them what's on your flip because you have a flip and I literally almost came at seeing your flip.
I have an NXT flip phone they gave us for NXT Season 1. They gave us all a flip phone. I don't know anything. I've had it sitting in a drawer for 5 or 6, 7 years.
This is going to be awesome.
Yeah. I've had it sitting in a drawer forever. I
should just surprise Instagram tweet whatever the hell it is. Like, oh my God, I thought you said you didn't do that. Oh, your dick's nice. Okay, good job. I finally saw it. She looks like she's crying, babe. You did so good. High five. Oh, see, you grew up. Little guy.
All right. Anything else you wear to?
Go to camsoda.com/Phoenix Marie because I definitely want you guys to watch my shows. And OnlyFans /Phoenix Marie.
I'm at Ryback22 on Twitter, the big guy Ryback22 on Instagram, and Ryback247 on Snapchat. Thank you guys for listening. You have just listened to another episode of Conversation with the Big Guy.